0.
Okay, hey, that's good though. Hey, first of all, you're being humble about it, and second of all, dude, it's like, it's almost relieving in a way.
Yeah, I don't get that many people. Not even gonna lie, I do draw people away from my streams too.
What do you mean?
I can get kind of annoying.
Oh, dude, you're good. I feel like I won't get into it much, but I'm a very anxious person, so whenever I go on my rant like I'm doing now, there's like a moment of silence after where I wonder to myself in my head, like, did I just scare them away? Or was I too based? Did I ruin my interaction?
Dude,
But
same.
I'm not a social retard, so I don't really worry about that sometimes, but I do, I am something. I don't know which one of you is on my friends, like which one is you, so I'm just gonna invite my whole friends list for this game.
Jeez.
Alexa, stop.
Did you add me?
Actually, not if I thought I did, but if you haven't gotten it, then.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, Jackson Victor. There we go.
Pelode Kane.
Pilot. Yeah, Pelode.
Alright. Online VR. Wow.
Wait, what?
Apparently it says you're online VR.
I'm on. What? No, I'm not. That's a lie. I have my shit set because I as well am a content creator, and one of my videos was, this is how I'm explaining away this, it's not just an excuse, I swear. One of my videos was ranking the top 10 hentai games on Steam. And I have family members who, like, I didn't realize look at my Steam, and I can't have them watching me play like Pussy Juice Simulator VR.
God.
Like, you know what I mean? So I had to put my shit to like it sets me to a random thing to whatever I'm doing, or I don't even know. But I'm most certainly not playing VR. Most likely just a hentai related game. Did you invite me? Is that what that is?
I think I did, yeah.
Alright.
I do believe I have.
I also don't get many views.
Sick.
Oh, well, that didn't work. Can we try that again? Oh, wait a minute.
Should we private game? Is that... Can we do that?
We can. I'm in a private game right now if you want me to invite you.
Oh,
I gotta see how to invite. Like, I could. Oh, yep. Okay. There we go. It might not let you join because P2P, I'm not in the server, but we'll see.
I have promoted you to host. You're welcome, King.
Wait, in the game?
Yep.
I'm in your game?
I mean, yeah.
Dog, you're on something. I'm alone in here. Shoot me in the bed. Wait a minute.
I'm in the lobby.
No, we said join game.
I'm in the lobby. You're in the lobby.
Spawn.
Click spawn. What do you mean click spawn?
I mean, you're in the lobby. I'm like in game. Like I'm walking around.
Like I'm in the main menu type of thing.
Oh, what? Let me return to main menu real quick. Yeah, let me try that again. Oh, okay. I see you there. Yep. Okay. I see.
I'm playing with a professional, fellas.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this banana tastes like shit. Blech. Why is there a taste of coffee on my banana?
Coffee and bananas. I feel like that's because bananas make you poop. So that's just a recipe for poop. Yeah, I started it. I'm like walking around. Are you in game?
Campaign testing, I guess. I'll just...
Yeah, try that.
We'll just join manually. Well, I don't see you.
What the... Alright. I know a surefire way for this to work.
Does not just not support P2P, please use a dedicated server. Alright, going back to main menu. Epic.
So yeah, this is how we had to do it last time. So server menu, and let's do. You'll see there's one that is yeah, official server 09. That's what it is.
09. Official server 09. Alright.
I think it worked.
Did it? I don't. What happened?
You'll see. You see the right one, right?
Let me try again.
Alright.
Am I here? Are you here?
Yep.
Are we here?
You gotta spawn in.
Do we exist?
Oh, yep.
Hey! Huzzah!
There's spit them strybogs.
Alright. So I went ahead and like I made a whole ass fucking controller layout for this, so I'm using my controller right now.
Oh, that's tight.
Took me like an hour or so, but this game doesn't have that many buttons, so it works.
Right. One of the great things about this game.
So, the suppressors I don't think actually do anything yet.
Suppressors, they turn down the distance in which you can be spotted, like from gunfire.
Oh.
So like if there's a bunch of zombies, the zombies are really the only ones affected by it. Well, I guess people are affected by it too.
Okay, so they're still trying to figure out if I didn't have that, they would just instantly.
Oh shit! I was eating a Funyun. There's a guy coming down the hall. He's 12 at the hallway.
I got him.
Good stuff.
The servers of 8 get really fucking hectic with like the lag issues.
Oh yeah, that's why I just kill everyone till they leave. Well, that's what I did last time, and that was just, I'm not trying to diminish game quality or whatever, but I was trying to teach someone how to play the game, and they were most certainly not having a good time getting like killed by the random guy joining, so I was only doing what was right, you know. You're right. Catching up. Didn't even grab higher.
Little boxy boy with the face on it.
You seen this fella?
Yeah. What fella?
Hop up here. Look in that box.
Which box? Oh, that box. Oh, hey. Wow. This little little dude.
Little guy.
This is a little silly boy. A little silly Billy.
Oh,
Glow stick. Glow stick. Did you know there's night vision in this game?
I did.
I had no idea until I looked at the controls.
You're not playing. You really? That was like my big draw. Any game with night vision interests me because I have night vision, and so I like to see how games do it. This game is pretty good.
This game, it does the same thing that they do in Modern Warfare 2019, where it like puts you into fuck.
You mean with like the IR like illuminator on your screen?
Yeah, and it also like puts you into I think it's point fire or some shit like that.
Yeah, yeah. What's it called? Passive aiming.
Well, I'm dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually why I bought this game, because, like I said, the night vision capabilities and shit, the ability to passively aim.
It's a neat little thing that they got.
Oh yeah. Well, IRL we don't use. I mean, it's never really been a thing. Well, since Aimpoint started rolling out products, it's never really been a thing to aim with your tube. And Tarkov has it to where, you know, you could ADS with your tube, and that's never ever in my years of like shooting have I seen anyone ever do that. And usually you just use IR. Since like the 2000s, since the 90s, we've had IR devices, PECs. We had the PEC 2, and back in 99, 98, 97 even, we had the PEC 2. But oh man, just like the what's it, Aimpoint now? They make sub MOA shit, so you can use night vision while aiming. It's still really unpractical and kind of weird to train your brain into doing, but it's still cool. But realistically, yeah, no, you're not really aiming down that tube, so I think it's awesome that that's a thing. I forgot the code. I did.
If you put on a laser, you can just do that.
What do you mean?
Well, when you get the whole the point shooting thing, and you go in IR, if you have a laser on, you can just use that to just pop.
Right.
Just like they do in
people like Haley Strategics, big training man. He loves to preach that you shouldn't get in the habit of using your IR laser for aiming passively or aiming at all. You got to get in the habit of aiming down your tube. But I don't know. It's ridiculous. Do something that's harder and more efficient for the purpose of being less efficient.
So I found out that I could do this and just yeet.
Crouch jump? Oh yeah. I've done that since the first time I played this game, and I only just realized you're able to go down normally.
I'm frozen. Well, I froze.
Froze? Oh, I see you there. Oh, you're walking. You're doing a little tiptoe to the left.
It's not me, it's the game. The game's controlling me.
You're definitely doing a slow creep.
This game feels like a slow creep. Ah! I'm back.
There you go. Oh, there you are. It does. Fuck.
That's if you jump down, you can just bloop. Got your little lights.
Someone's shooting at us? Open fire. Alright, I'm gonna go straight for the code. Oh, you motherfucker.
I don't think it works.
It works. It works, son. It works.
Does
it
it?
doesn't work.
Turns out it doesn't work. I think I already got the achievement, but I really need the health. Fucking party time, baby! Let's go! We got the little dude on the shoulder. Fucking dude just looking outside, and let's get this sexy motherfucker right here.
You chilling?
I'm just partying with my dudes.
I see. Shelter immediately.
I wonder if we can. Oh, we can. We can shoot through the fucking window. Ah.
Yes.
How you like me now?
Reloading.
Oh. The coding thing isn't there anymore. What?
Oh, it's randomized. It's
Oh.
whatever that is.
035
Oh,
whatever 1307. Cool.
Health over here.
Yoink.
Blocking that room.
Did you not look back here? There's a little art gallery. A little art section.
Wait a minute, let me go over there. If I go over there and it's some shit that I've seen, I'm gonna shove my arm in your asshole.
Don't you know there's an artist? An artist who likes to paint.
It better be like a wall covered in like diarrhea and shit. Oh, I already, yep, my arm's going in your asshole. Yep.
Don't just leave dudes alive.
Put a magnum on over my arm. I have a very small arm. It's closer to the size of a wiener, actually, so it really wouldn't hurt. So if you are homosexual, not implying that you are, but if you are, it really would just be like normal sex. So the arm in the asshole isn't even a threat at that point. Alright, I got a hypothetical for you.
Yeah.
You got any viewers in there, by the way? So I could, you know, if they, you know, it doesn't matter. If they hear this hypothetical, I want their input. But my hypothetical is, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Say you get $2 million a month, right, to date a terrorist's wife. I forgot the code, so you're gonna have to put it in. But every day you have to get like, you have the risk of like getting your fucking like brain excavated by like a 308 round. But you get to go to Dubai half the year. Remember, $2 million a month. You know what I'm saying? So it's a dope life, but any moment you can kind of just get sniped in the face. Would you do it? All right, we gotta talk.
Isn't that what they already do?
Yeah.
Did you see the pickle on the pooper?
I did. Yeah, I looked at that earlier for the first time. Oh, dude, he was like, "What the heck, bro? Dude, what the heck, man?" Watch that.
Jesus. Got a little green poop on the toilet. Over there missing. Jesus.
Sex.
That little guy. That little guy. There's a little guy right there.
Got a tango. Got a tango on our 6. Got a blue on blue. Oh my god, I got him, dude. Dude, I'm not even talking. I would kill at this fucking PvP. We need to get a lobby.
Jeez.
Okay, after his last life. Okay. Actually, it's online. I don't think he has the last life. I'm gonna say sex again.
Wow, someone's a toxic gamer.
Oh, I didn't know we were. Cause he's not in the fucking voice chat.
It's usually everybody who goes in this.
Most just walk in and murder you. So I was expecting that. And then after I killed him, I would only expect that he would murder me. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
I suppose, yeah.
Plus we're in a duo. Yeah. Oh fuck, I'm in. Oh, did you get us both?
No, you got me.
I didn't get you.
Or BGDY got me.
Watch out. Get smacked up.
One. It hurts. Oh. He's trying to check and kill me.
I know he got me. Okay, he got an angle. Did you get him? Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh.
Three, two, one.
What's the plan? How are we gonna fuck this guy?
I think I'll run out there and then maybe you can get a shot if he's trying to shoot me.
Yeah, true.
Alright, ready? 3 on 3. 1,
Yep.
2, 3.
Got good shit. I'm gonna run out there and try to get some cover. You're gonna spawn first, so get ready to fuck him up.
Got him.
Nice.
Time to fucking spawn kill this little shithead.
This fucking little fuck thinks that that at all was going to work out for him. There is simply two of us. You got an angle on him! Oh my god! Oh man. He was like, alright, I'm gonna take the L.
Wow, I was over here minding my business and he just shoots me out of nowhere. You're the one who fucking shot him, not me.
I was the war criminal. It's a brief intermission. Oh, we gotta do the fucking... There we go. It's right here. Do it.
Ow. I broke my tootsies.
Dude, look at me. I've been like shot like 5 times. That plan worked though. That was all in the same life. Tactical decision making. And you died for your country there.
My sacrifice was not in vain.
You're basically like the Ukraine president. I mean, you've done just as much. Oh, I'm in the wrong fucking...
Yeah, you're supposed to go up, I think.
Yeah,
what is this?
but I remembered it looped around at some point.
Oh, is this the control room?
That's the control room. Where I'm gonna gotta get the buttons. This dude's fucking corpse just looking up. Have you ever heard of DARPA?
No.
They're like the real life SCP organization.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not just like, look at us, we're ghost hunters. They invented like 9 out of 10 things you use in everyday life. They invented the internet.
Wow.
I was looking into it. Yeah, they just like invented the craziest shit. Zombie. Oh.
Running away. Oh, there goes that. Go! Take my glow stick, suckers! Can't handle the glow.
Take that.
Bam!
Got it.
I win.
Fuck you. SCP pandemic speedrun.
Wonder what map they use for PvP. I haven't done that yet. Ow! That hurts. The control room.
Yeah.
Control room over the water. It's where it starts to rush. Just like the blood in my erection. When I start to crush the enemy opposition. Everyone's gonna die.
I'm gonna really like Gmod.
I think I did it. Did I not do it? Oh boy. Did you?
No, I didn't actually. There was like a glitch on my screen. I think that's what. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's actually like one of the SCPs. I couldn't explain.
All right.
It's not in the patch notes in the.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's
Trust me, it's safe.
It's SCP-10295. It's like it just drags you into water sometimes, you know? But it only happens like once every like 10 years. And I'm the only person that it's ever happened to.
Wow. So. That's crazy.
Badass.
So really, it wasn't a fail, it was an achievement.
Yeah, I actually just got an achievement called Giga Chad. Find the hidden SCP. I did it. You got a sniper rifle, right?
Yeah.
Wanna blow this bitch's lock off?
Sure.
Thank you. Oh yeah, I remember. There's gonna be multiple angles.
There's gonna be death everywhere.
You like that feet sound, by the way?
Yeah, some people were complaining about that. You watch the inside, you have the SMG, I'll watch right here.
But it might fill pretty fast.
Nah, don't worry about it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, this fucker.
Slip, slap, slippity, slippity, slap, slap.
When I was playing this with my girlfriend was next to me, and I was just running for a while, and that was like the first thing she pointed out, and we just started cracking up because it just came up abruptly, like it was a gunfire reload, and then the reload was just like pitter patters of the naked feet. I love it. I'm like Tarantino. I have a foot thing, so it's I actually.
Oh.
It's actually my favorite part of the game, and if they remove it, I might just uninstall.
Fair enough. Honestly, I don't blame you.
Joe Rogan, actually, that made me into this game. Joe Rogan loves SCP.
Yeah, that's what he loves.
Like, Jamie, you ever heard of... Talking to like Neil deGrasse Tyson. You ever heard of SCP Foundation? Jamie, pull that up. Oh, you're gonna love this. So like there's this one guy that's like paper mache that like secretes poop and sweat.
Oh yeah?
Jamie, can we get the picture of that poop and sweat?
Delicious.
Pulling out the screen and shit.
Just get a little taste of that ass cream.
Is that your laser up there?
Maybe.
Might be nice. Is there a way to turn off IR?
The same button you used to turn it on? What do you mean?
Like, to turn on your laser.
Oh. No.
Huh. MF Dome. Fucking IR laser is super bright. Excuse me. That's why I think I'm like a retard, because sometimes I'll just like clear my throat like really loud, so loud. But it's not just like a throat, it's like a retard throat clear. Usually we're like, Is it? Okay.
Sometimes I do that too.
Just a couple of army dudes. The way that they like matchingly. Oh my god!
Oh, they are down there.
They conformedly knocked on the door. Sick nasty. Ah. Scared.
Good. Be afraid. Boo.
Would you eat poop for $2 million?
2 million? How much poop
Like
am
a
I
little
eating?
nugget.
Little nugget.
Like you've seen rabbit shit, right? Like it's so small.
Okay,
Like
that probably
one
won't kill me
little
then.
It probably wouldn't kill you. Well, I mean, I would.
Depending
Like
on what kind of
wouldn't
poop
kill
it
you.
would.
Like you had a doctor on standby.
I gotta know whose or what's poop it is.
It's a rabbit. It's a cute one. He does that. He makes that noise.
I mean, shit. It's better than fucking the job I have now, which is nothing.
Unemployed? I feel that. I'm a contractor and I get no work right this time of year.
Yeah.
Painting a door and not a door, but like a bunch of doors and a couple of trim at this house, and it's only gonna take me like 3 days.
What the hell?
Oh.
Oh, where the?
Oh, what? Yo, one's clipped somewhere, dude. Watch it. Like, I got shot from the wall that you're looking at.
Yeah, I know.
This must be SCP-2953, the wall with the machine gun.
Well, we can shoot through that partly, so.
Died again.
Oh fuck.
Oh no. Don't die, don't die, don't. Oh.
I'm gonna die, 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 I died. Fuck.
We're good, Tom. Fuck.
Fudge cakes.
Should always start you at the fucking beginning. Of course it does.
Yeah.
You wanna try the PvP or not PvP? Yeah. What, AI test or something?
Sure. As soon as my game doesn't break. It's broken.
So well optimized. Oh, one sec. Phone call.
Gonna have to restart. Restart the whole game. Gonna have to restart. Restart my whole game.
Sorry about that.
I had to restart anyway.
Oh, what is?
Why the hell does it just die like that? Does that work? No.
There's so little people playing right now.
I would imagine $20 for an alpha.
Yeah. Yeah. Wave survival. It have you played that? It's nothing. It's literally nothing.
Yeah, I've played it a little bit.
It puts you in pre-game and you have a weapon, and then you spawn and it takes away your strike.
Invite me? But it takes away your what?
Yeah, the gun that you have. Here, let me see. Oh, game's doing weird shit. Okay. Turn into that lobby. It's official Wave Survival Server 01.
Alright.
Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? Are you in?
I think I am.
I'm like looking at nothing. Like
Yeah.
like I'm spectating.
Yeah, that means it's broke. Then you're gonna have to relog in. Or reload that server.
Let me try that again. Oh yes. It just doesn't work. Maybe the second one. I'm sure the second one must work.
It has to, right?
I mean,
it's
the first
second
one didn't work, but you know what they say, second time's the charm, and it's not there. And it is there, actually.
Second time's the charm.
No, we're both in here. I'm gonna hit ready.
Are we both in there?
Yeah, and well, nothing's happening.
I don't think we're both in here.
You know?
I think we're both out here.
Yeah.
So that one's broken.
Perhaps. Well, that's all the wave survivals. That's awesome. There's what about official PvP server? 01. It has to at least let us in. I'll be SCP. That's cool. I have the same player model as the FBI.
Are you you're SCP? Okay.
Yeah. I see you next to me.
Yes.
Did you click ready?
Yes.
Is it letting you do anything?
No.
Okay, wait, stay there. Let me see if I can switch teams. Maybe it'll budge. Okay. Well, nothing. Oh, waiting for game to start.
Waiting for game to start. Oh, great.
You're on SCP, right?
I'm rejoining.
Okay.
Alright, I'm reading up. Does it require like a certain amount of people?
Yeah,
or?
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And yeah, that's enough for me to just.
Rip.
Yeah. Dude, what a game. What a game.
$20 for an alpha.
This shit better get real good real fast.
I'm hoping. They said that they're gonna get a full release for in like 2 years. That's what they're hoping.
I don't see that, dude.
Yeah.
Archive has been in fucking like whatever it's been in for like 6 fucking years now. Yeah. Well, that was fun. I'm gonna have to call it for tonight.
Epic.
But I'm gonna add you. We should definitely play more.
If we
I think
can.
we're already added. Yeah, if it works, you know, we'll definitely try to play more. We'll both have the game loaded at the same time, is what I'm saying.
Right. And that's what matters.
That's what matters, yeah.
That's all that counts.
If I see your name on my screen, it's like, whoa, we're playing together. It's like the illusion that we're like,
Actually doing something. Yeah.
Right.
Do you have Vermintide too?
I don't.
Damn.
What milsims you got? I feel like you're a milsim guy. Are you a milsim guy?
I'm a whatever is a not a shit game kind of guy.
All right. Well, I play a lot of Ready or Not. That's a good one. It's a lot like this game. It's really good. It's a hefty price tag, but it's worth it. But it's also in the same state that SCP is in. But like you got to remember that it's got years of development experience, and not to mention it's got a vastly larger team. I guess vast means large, a much larger team. It's cool.
I know about it. I'm broke as fuck. I'm a broke boy.
I feel that. Onward. Oh, that's VR, isn't it? Squad. I'm sure you played Squad, right?
Nah, but I got that other game that they have, the
Insurgency.
No, it was another one that they came out. It was like kind of newer, I think in 2018 or something like that.
Yeah, is it Ground Branch?
I think it was a World War I or II simulator.
Oh, okay.
Probably one.
You heard about Atomic Heart?
I think
Dude,
I have.
that game, that's what I'm excited for. Dude, Fallout, Fallout fans, dude. If you liked, what's it called? What's that one game? Fucking Deathloop. I was a huge Deathloop guy. Atomic Heart is like that. It looks like it delivers that experience. Obviously, it's the release date isn't even announced yet, but it's known that it's going to come out 2022.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, I know. I know this one. Fuck. I've had this like on my watch list for a little while now, and it's just. I heard that it just wasn't. I. But.
Yeah, yeah, no. There was an update about it because they dropped the trailer, and then it came to find out they were not at all in any way equipped or able in reality to actually deliver on anything that the trailer showed that you could do.
Jeez.
So it basically was just like it wasn't even basically, it was literally like a huge scam, but because people have dunked all this money and all of it was like fake renders of like quote unquote in-game content. I mean, there's Russians we're talking about. Also, it might not even come out. You know, that
Right.
they can get like a nuke could, like, I don't know, like scrape on the sidewalk and just blow up the fucking Atomic Heart like facility where they're making this game.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, this is one I'm really excited for because it's that vibe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it looks really fucking cool.
So yeah, no, it came out to be a scam. They actually, like last week or 2 weeks ago, they dropped the most recent trailer, which is the one that's on Steam right now.
Mm.
But it's the most recent trailer to come out. Shows you we have a few things. We have actual gameplay now. We have cutscenes. We have characters. We have voiced characters. We have voice-over characters, which means we could play it in English. So they've not only gotten far enough with the campaign to get voice actors, but they even have like the dubs voice actors done. So like
Hmm.
they've gone far from where they came with their initial like project, like in their Kickstarter. You know, it is now like a full thing, and everyone's biting their tongue because like it could, we don't know, you know, what this might end up being, but I think it looks dope. I think it looks hype.
Well, if you hear anything else, do let me know.
The end of the trailer says it comes out in something burr, like not December or October, something that ends in burr, but that could basically just mean December. So
Would be cool if it came out for Halloween.
that would be cool. That would make sense. Warbox is a pretty fun game. It's a single player game though. Trying to think of other good games, dude, but Superliminal was a game that's like, I think it's $15. It's maybe a 2.5 to 3 hour. Yeah, it's like a 3 to 4 hour game, but it's like fantastic. It is mind blowing. I remember my buddy Cam, with me and him were hanging out. He was at my computer. We saw a trailer for Superliminal, like it got an award or something like that, and he's like, dude, you should get that game. It looks really good. I'm thinking of getting it, but I just don't have money." And I watched the trailer for it. I got 5 seconds into it, and I was like, "All right, buying it." Bought it right then and there, and then played it immediately. And it was, dude, I loved it.
I forget, but I'm pretty sure there was a few other games that like those people have made before.
Mm.
I forget what they're
The
called.
Superliminal people,
Yeah. Um,
what are they called? That's now you got me wondering.
I know that they made some games
Pillow
and they were really
Castle.
fucking good.
Oh no, you might be thinking of another. Oh, yeah, you might be thinking of another brand because this was made by Pillow Castle, and they only have one game out, and it's Superliminal.
Really?
Superliminal is really cool. It gives you a lot of like it's an experiment of non-Euclidean gameplay.
Hmm.
Like you'll be able to like it's one of the first ever games to give you like portals like Portal, but not like Portal. Basically, you could have an endless hallway and it would seem completely seamless as with Portal. It's a portal.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, this game is cool. The main pull of the game is the mechanic that when you're looking at something and you pick it up, it will remain the same size in your perception no matter where you place it. So if you get really close to an object, because you're so close to it, it's huge in your perception.
Right.
So you pick it up and then you look down a hallway and it's still huge to your perception and you let it go and it's huge. It's actually huge when you let it go. I couldn't really explain it because it physically it couldn't happen and can't be explained, but it works in gameplay.
I know what you mean. I've seen some footage of the gameplay, but I didn't want to look at too much because there's a lot of games that I have already on my wish list.
Yeah, I would definitely throw it on the wish list because it's one of those games that's like in the trailer it showed me one of the puzzles, and when I got to that puzzle I knew how to solve it because it showed me. And there were times where I was genuinely stumped and I loved that. And at one point I was like, what if I looked it up? I might have to look it up because I can't tell. But then I thought, like, what is the fun in that? Why would I pay for this than just like watch someone else do it?
Right. Just sent you my wish list.
Gun?
Like I have a
Dude,
lot
that
of.
game. How old are you? Just out of curiosity.
24.
You're 24. Okay. When I was a kid, I'm around the same age as you. When I was a kid, I remember my mom would take away this game because she heard bad language in it. And when I wasn't good, and I performed poorly in school or whatever, she would take the game away. And it felt okay because it had words like motherfucker. And I remember she heard it say motherfucker, and she took it away right off the bat. But I think I was like 8, and nah, dude, Mexican mom wasn't happy. But
Yeah.
Gun is a masterpiece. Have you ever played it?
No, not yet. That's why it's on my wish list.
Fuck yeah, dude. I don't see why it's $20. Honestly, you could find it probably at a GameStop for like 50 cents, and then a PlayStation from like Let Go or eBay for like $20. And then you could play any fucking PlayStation game. BioShock, amazing game. Stalker, never played it, but I already know it's an amazing game.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot about Beyond Good and Evil. Don't know anything about it though.
Stalker, there's like a lot of references to the original game just all over in the gaming world. There's just so many games that have like books with it in it and little references to it. And
Just Stalker?
yeah, and that's
Oh
why
yeah, man.
I have it on my wish list because it seems interesting.
Call of Pripyat's what I've been waiting for. Not Call of Pripyat, Stalker 2.
Yeah.
What else is out there? Armageddon, Red Faction Armageddon fucking blows, dude. Oh my god. That game overwhelmingly mostly positive. That's what it says. I was gonna say. It said overwhelmingly positive. I was going to fucking slap Gaben Newell in the fucking face. Armageddon. Yeah, have you ever played Red Faction Guerrilla?
Red Faction Gorilla now.
Red Faction Guerrilla was one of those old games, but it was for 360, and I played that when I was like 10, 11. Dude, everything was destructible. I would end up blowing. I never even beat the game. I was just blowing up. I have too much fun with the physics, man, as a kid, blowing shit up, getting to like destroy every bit of like the base of a building just to like destroy the last the hair that breaks the back and watching the building tumble, and it's got bad guys in it or blowing shit up, and dude, that game was bomb. Then I remember they dropped Red Faction Armageddon along with a sci-fi spin-off show. The sci-fi spin-off show got canceled, flopped, sucked. Red Faction Armageddon sucked. Every DLC that was planned after the first 4 canceled. That's a whole, dude, you make a documentary about Red Faction Armageddon, man. But I remember the trailers for that dropped. My pants did too. Dad took me to GameStop to pick it up, and it's one of the only times that like returning a game was something I felt I needed to do, you know. Alan Wake, I know. It's
Yeah,
really
I have
good.
the remastered version on my wish list.
What of what?
Red Faction Gorilla.
That one's, yeah, hell yeah. Euro Truck Simulator. Okay, interesting. Dying Light's a good one. Wolfenstein: The New Order is a good. I loved all those games. I remember I played the newest one, and then when I was 16, and then I was like just in love with the series, and then I had to play all the other games. That's how I got into that. Same. That's how I got into Doom too. Those games. Sub Rosa. Oh, I watched. Oh man, one of my buddies has this game, and he made a really good video about it. And it's like the shittiest video. It was one of the most poor performing videos on his channel. And but Sub Rosa is a fun game. He made a Gang Beasts video too. He made two of them. That game was popular.
It plays decent. It's probably fun with like other people.
Oh yeah. Firewatch, I hear a lot of good things about that. Have not played it. Scum, my same YouTube friend, he absolutely loved that game. No one else did, so that's why he never made a video about it. Martha is Dead. That one, I think I watched Jerma play that. Dying Light 2. My little brother played that, loved it. He's easily entertained though, so I don't really take his word. It's a pretty good wish list though. I mean, you don't have like dog shit in here.
I know. I have pretty good taste in games. Eh.
I see that. FNAF Security Breach. Hey, Destroy All Humans. That's another one that I played when I was like fucking 5 years old, dude. That was one of the first games I've ever played, man. My mom did not like the language in that one either. She didn't mind the like my dad didn't mind the whole hippie killing thing. He thought that was the shit. Because he's like he was born in 59. Just so you have an idea, he was born in 59, turns 17, joins the United States Air Force, leaves, goes to college, smokes some weed once, vomits, and then lives the rest of his life doing military shit. So the exact he was the guy who was saying fuck hippies before it was cool, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's funny to see that. Hell, that's cool one. You have a lot of fucking games in here. Jeez,
I like a lot of games.
piss me off somehow. Your liking of game. Too fucking many. Okay. How long have you been streaming for?
About 4 years or so.
Nice.
This year I'll be hitting 5.
That's what's
And
up, dude.
I got affiliate, but it hasn't really changed anything really. I still don't have that many people showing up.
Yeah, that's all that matters. I mean, yeah, I mean, as long as you enjoy doing it. I mean, do you enjoy doing it?
Of course.
That's what, yeah. I mean, I wanted to do it and I tried for a while, but I didn't enjoy doing it. Like, I wasn't good at doing it and I didn't have fun doing it. I felt like I couldn't be myself. And sometimes I still have those feelings and anxieties, but I recognize those as anxieties, so I don't apply them to my life. But to people I don't know, I don't know. I've always never been great at that. So streaming has never been my forte. But I mean, if you like doing it and you stick to it, I mean, then you're gonna do good. I have a high school friend of mine. he doesn't like me in his streams because I was in it once and I said things that I guess you're not allowed to say.
Mm.
But his name is on Twitch is AC3NAC Knack. I never watch him. I think he maybe gets consistently like 10 to like 30 viewers. Which, dude, anyone who's been on Twitch long enough to know that's not a bad start. That's actually a really good start.
Right.
A good thing is just to have a consistent flow of people. And that's the thing. It's like he may not be like racking in sponsorships, and yeah, maybe he's not going to be an affiliate for a while, but he's going to keep trying. And that's not even the thing, because he hops on stream every day and like he's laughing and shit. He's talking in the chat and they're talking to him. And, you know, that's I mean, personally, that's all you could really ask for.
That's something that I wish that I could do is just talk, but like
Mm,
not just talk, but be consistent with talking,
right.
knowing what I'm fucking
What's it called?
saying.
Right. No, it's if you talk to uh his name is Nick. You might actually know this person. But Nick was talking to me and he was because I was starting a podcast and the podcast I was starting and here's the thing. First thing he told me was, first of all, don't start a podcast ever. That's the dumbest thing you could do,
Yeah.
especially since you don't have an audience. Don't do a podcast. I denied his advice and went ahead and did a podcast. And I literally the only thing he told me not to do, I did and failed at doing all the time. And that's great, not great, dead air. Just having dead air, not talking. And that's like the worst thing for a stream too is dead air. If you're not saying anything, like your chat's just watching a dude at the corner playing gameplay, especially if you don't even have a camera. That's another thing. You have double the responsibility to be entertaining.
Right.
So it's like that's one of those reasons why I could never stream because I'm not good at dead air. Like right now, I could talk for a while. I could keep talking because I talk a lot, but dead air is like one of them big issues because I smoke weed and I end up smoking weed, and then we'll just have 5 minutes where I'm like thinking about like food or like doing anything but what I'm doing, you know, or just anything. You get dead air. And that was the biggest failure of the podcast. Not that there was a million reasons why it didn't fail. I mean, it was like cum jokes and shit, but I mean, still, it just had too much like dead air.
Yeah, I feel like that's just most of what I do, and I'm trying like to figure out how to fucking get it to not do that.
I mean,
Especially
with
while I'm
me,
like,
it's easy because I have ADHD. So one thought just leads me to another, to another, to another. And, you know, like you could just keep talking.
yeah, but if whenever I'm solo, which is usually what I'm doing, I'm just straight up retarded.
Yeah, yeah. That's the worst thing though that you could ever do is like be a character, or not be a character, but like put on a character that isn't you. Now, obviously, like there's Doc and there's Tyler One, and you know you have all these people who are characters, but like you got to think like how much of characters are they, and how much of like a real person they're actually showing. And it's like in a lot of cases, it's like they didn't just come out with their real character, like their real like the character, or they didn't just come out playing a character, or they didn't just come out hiding a character. I don't know. With a lot of people, Tyler One was good at something, so he had an audience and he had people listening already. You take Doc, he was good at something. He was professional at gaming, and so he had this character that he'd put on, and the audience that was already there grasped onto it. But I think like once you get an audience, and it's different than having a few people watching your stream because having an audience is
It definitely helps with continuing the flow of like chatter
right.
and like
And
figuring
that's
out what you
the
want to
thing
say.
is though, you can't view it um like for example, AC3, the guy I was telling you about, I wouldn't say I would say he has an audience, and I use that word very lightly. But he has about 10 of those people in the stream who are his actual friends, and then the other 10 to 20 are just people who are like popping in or consistently watching his streams and not saying anything. That is an audience, not someone who doesn't even talk to the guy or care to talk to the guy, but is there to watch and like sees that you're there. But it's not just that one guy. It's like it is that one guy, but it's multiple people with that ideology of like I don't need to say anything because I could just sit back and watch this person. It's like I'm there, you know what I mean? I don't feel like I need to communicate with them. With Twitch, it's different. Obviously, the whole thing is built on interacting with your audience. But like when you watch an XQC stream, like he's not interacting with one or two people from the stream. He's interacting with like he's listening to the responses of like 300 people at once, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's just I don't know. That's identifying the difference between an audience and people who are there for you, like to be your friend, vastly different. You know, that's hard. I don't know. It's a weird thing.
Right.
Like my friend, I don't watch his videos. They do well, but I don't care to ever. I don't know. I don't watch them because like I'm his friend and I'm just compelled away from the dog shit that he creates. But there are people who like actually want to like watch his videos, and how that happens, it blows my mind. This is the most popular video on my channel, by the way. Lore to this video, my buddy runs Canic TP9, and I think Canic TP9s are dog shit. It's one of those guns that are just as good as a Glock, quote unquote, just as good. And so I made this video, and then I uploaded it on YouTube, and for some reason, it's my #1 video.
Oh, jeez.
I like looked up a picture of like a diarrhea covered fucking bathroom, and I like threw some like PNGs of like the Canic over it, and then like some sexy ass Glock footage on the left. Gaston Glock and his like wife that's like 60 years younger than him on the top left on the Glock. Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Glock Chads. Yeah, that's the founder of the Glock, by the way. Dating some Serbian chick that's like half his age. How you live right there. YouTube is a great way though to get that audience. Not YouTube. I mean, YouTube streaming obviously is a good way, but I mean, it's easier with YouTube because you don't have to do it every day. But if you do it every day, you obviously don't have to worry about that. But with YouTube, you already have like your portfolio right there for the viewer to like see if they like you or not. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they can just watch your stream like, oh, he's live right now. I liked his videos. I wonder what his stream is like.
My videos aren't really videos, they're more VODs. I mean, I have made like some actual videos, but they're very few, and I have like a whole ass playlist of dumb shit.
Most of my videos are shit posts, like 30, 20-second like videos that are like literally just memes, but I don't know. I don't like calling them memes either, because it sounds like I'm a virgin when you say that. You're like, fuck, look at all my memes. Like, boom, no friends. Yeah, no, like my buddy Riley made a tier list of like, what was it? Let me look, I don't even remember. Oh, it was fast food. So like, I very, like, I like used my webcam mic and like threw together like the most dog shit video I could of like just me like slapping PNGs everywhere. Oh man, it was so bad.
Every time I try to think of something, or when I am thinking of something and some memory is popping up, it doesn't come out wholly, and I'm like literally putting in a lot of effort just trying to fucking remember what I was thinking of. And it fucking sucks.
I feel that, dude. The mind is fragile, and it's very easy to mess with it, and we are doing it every day. You know something crazy? It's like almost like everyone knows cigarettes are bad, but you know they do them anyway, right? You know,
Right.
I smoke cigarettes. Well, I used to. I vape now, but I used to smoke cigarettes a lot. People do it anyway, and I don't even know how my high ass brain came to this. If I'm being honest with you, I'm not even gonna continue talking because like I don't even know where that came. Because I was thinking about what I was saying and I was like, what made me want to say this? And I couldn't think of anything. So I really don't know what relevance whatever I was saying has to do with whatever we were saying. So I'm gonna just stop it. In fact, I'm gonna go grab a Coke Zero.
Coke Zero.
I like that one. Yeah.
My brain hurts.
I don't do sugar. I'm not fat either. I just don't like sugar.
Sugar can taste like poison.
You wanna know what the greatest president on earth said? He said, well, actually, he tweeted, "You never see a skinny person drinking a Diet Coke."
Yeah. Fucking love that guy. He's hilarious.
He is, dude. He is. Oh man. Are you still streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. In that case, I won't go into more than that. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. Not for real though. First Chad in office.
Straight up. I don't know why the hell people have such a issue with him, and then
Because they love to just like make stuff up and like have this hive mind and oh man, if it weren't for the hive mind, we'd have half of America not knowing what to do with themselves, you know what I mean?
right? I hardly even know what to do with myself.
Dude, right, exactly. A lot of people want something to believe in, and it's the easiest thing to do is turn on your TV and you know, and just watch. And so, a lot of people I feel who don't know any better turn that TV on, and you know what I mean? Whatever they first or whatever they decided to agree with more is the one that they're gonna watch and the one that they're going to agree with.
Right. They're just gonna keep fostering the same opinions that they were already agreeing with to begin with, instead of watching more to actually get an idea of what the hell's going on. And back when I wasn't really into fucking politics or anything like that, I'm still not. I just want to fucking learn a little bit about what's going on. But I fucking never, like, watched one thing for the most part, because everything just sounded like bullshit. Just one day when I was fucking watching the fucking news and shit, and I'm like, I don't know, it feels like there's a little more to this story than what the fuck is going on right here, and started
There's a point in everyone's life where you start to like question things, and it's good. You should question things, and like, dude, it's just more often than not. Right, so you and me clearly have very, similar ideas.
The point of me saying this is that, like, when I did do that, or when I wasn't doing that, when I didn't try figuring it out, I wouldn't fucking just start saying my fucking opinion on some bullshit, like, because I don't fucking know. I shouldn't have an opinion on anything without knowing the whole story first. I just wish more people were like that and would shut the fuck up about things that they don't know anything, like, about.
I used to work at when I was a teenager, I used to work at a gas station, and at that gas station, I remember a Canadian woman came in, and I know she's Canadian because she told me, which is just weird off the bat. But no, this she felt the need to like tell me all her political views and, you know, all this stuff.
Great.
and mind you, this person, that's like if alright, let's just run it back. Let's say I walk into a German gas station, right? Or, you know, let's say a British gas station, Canadian gas station. And I was just like, I'm an American, and I just gotta say, the way Trudeau is running things around here is kind of shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, what place do I have to do that? I don't, and I don't have that like disrespect ingrained into my brain to ever feel the need to do that. The fact that someone did, and they felt it was okay, and that's another problem. It's seen as okay because it's America. But yeah, I won't do that too much. I've said the word. I said America. I have to stop now. People will know what we're talking about.
I feel like people in general are just terrible at running anything.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of
I
that.
literally before I hopped on here like an hour ago, I called my buddy Kobe from high school. We haven't talked in like probably like a year. He had like a incredibly like horrid porn addiction. So either way, we talked a bit then. Stopped talking. He became very antisocial. Called him recently, and he had a lot to say about the current situation. One of those things was like that what's towards the end of the call, he mentioned like really any society, including a democratic one, as long as they're ran by humans, they're not going to work in the end. Like, as long as people are as flawed as they are, the world is going to be too, you know what I mean? And then
Well, I mean, yeah, but
that's just a fact.
that's just the thing. People need to learn to understand that and learn to live with it because
Right.
it's just people being people. People make mistakes. Scientists make mistakes. Don't
No, but
always
that's the
trust
thing. Those are the
everything.
same people running our country, those people who make mistakes. And it's
Yeah.
like sometimes we either have to forgive them, but a lot of the times, like sometimes you forgive them too many times. You know, I
Right.
don't know which side of that I'm on, but like right now I'm at a point where I'm not going to say who, but they're the president of the United States. I'm not naming any names, but they are the president of the United States right now.
Kamala Harris.
And they have gotten to, like I said, and I'm not singling anyone out,
Right.
but they are the president of the United States. No names, okay. Either way, they have gotten off a little too many times on things, and I'm at a point
Oh
where
yeah.
I'm paying $5 almost a gallon on gas, and I'm just saying, like 2 years ago, I was paying like 1.89. So, I mean, I'm not saying. Oh, not to mention, I'm a Mexican, and most of my family is immigrants, and ever since Trump was I'm not naming any names. Ever since our last president was in office, not the new one, but the last one,
Right.
my family, it has only become easier for them to get green cards. Most of the cages, quote unquote cages, the ones that were built during the
Right.
administration before that, most of those had gone down due to flack for having those cages up. And most of that family was sent back home, but eventually had incentive now to get green cards because it had become so much easier during our last president's presidency. And so I got to see a lot more of my family. So if we talk about how I wasn't born in this country, I was born in Mexico. I was only there for 18 months, but so I'm an American through and through. But as someone who wasn't even born here, my gas was cheaper, my life with my family was easier, and it became easier to see these people. And then, as of the recent administration, because of sanctions, I cannot see these people. And I think I'm saying too much, but I cannot see these people, and I'm paying $5 a gallon for gas. So how has my life been affected by this? If you were to weigh them out, I'm just saying my life was easier at a point.
Right.
I'll stop right there. Dude, I don't know TOS, man. So like, just tell me to shut the fuck up whenever. You know? Okay.
No, I don't fucking care. I really. Yeah.
I know you can't say the gamer word. I know you can't show like your titty or something.
Yeah.
Even if you're a guy, I'm pretty sure there is like.
Which I am glad for because
What?
I don't want to fucking see nobody's tits.
Well, I mean, I personally don't mind them on you know where they would make sense to be.
Right, but this is not where that makes sense
Exactly.
to be.
This is in no way where that makes sense to be. There are 14-year-olds who are on here. There are 11-year-olds. I'm just saying I wouldn't want my 10-year-old looking at the shit. Or
Right.
like hopping on to like play Dota and it's being played in like a 5x10 like fucking screen at the very corner,
Right.
the very bottom. Meanwhile, the rest of the frame is like boobs and a foot cam, like an armpit cam.
Exactly.
There's a donation board in the back. God.
Fucking $2,000 just straight up at the top of the line. That's...
Gamer Lord Sith 2000. Thank you for the 8 grand. I really appreciate that.
I really appreciate you. Oh hey, thanks for the fucking $5,000 unnamed
Mr.
user
Beast,
that I'm
thank
not
you for
naming.
the 10 grand. I don't know who Mr. Beast is, but thank you. My girl got me into Mr. Beast for a bit because he made that Squid Game video, and we watched that, and the rest of his we just kept getting recommended, and he clickbaits so much, but all of it is true. Like, he never lies in his clickbait, so it's like we're getting our dopamine fix no matter what, and that's what it feels like watching his videos. I feel like a 12-year-old getting my dopamine fix, so I try to sanction off his fucking videos as much as I can and not touch them. That's my experience with Mr. Beast.
Man, I wish I had some dopamine fixes.
Dude, smoke weed.
Ugh.
And then they all smoke weed. No. I don't know if you know who Sam Hyde is. You know Sam Hyde? I don't think I can say his name here. But he made a video called, like, Shower Thoughts. And he was just saying, like, retarded shit the whole time. And then, like, at the end, he said, like, something massively retarded. And there was, like, 8 minutes of silence. And he was like, and they were all smoking weed.
Yeah.
And so I do that now. Smoke weed.
You smoke BB.
Yeah, what can I say?
Easily
Star
impressionable.
Wars and Star Trek are in the same universe, just different parts of the universe. And they were all smoking weed.
Fucking Star Trek is on the liberal side of the universe, and Star Wars is on the Republic side.
Yeah, it is the universe political compass. Authoritarian right is like Darth Vader and shit. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Man. I'm hungry.
What do you eat? I eat ramen.
I don't fucking ramen. I fucking hate that shit. Dude, it's overly salty. You fucking mess it up accidentally, and it's just either one soggy or two somehow burnt but also mushy at the same time.
Dude, you got like a fucking nuclear, like, you got like a uranium-235 in your microwave or something, man. My shit cooks pretty alright.
I mean, even then, it's when you do it right, it's like, I guess yeah, I guess this is passable for some noodles, and I don't even know what even is chicken flavor. What even is this shit? I don't understand. Yeah. Fucking
with shrimp, and it's got like these like shrimp smaller than like dimes. Somehow, right. I don't know how they've farmed these.
The fucking baby ass shrimp things. It's not even fucking shrimp. Yeah. They just have like tiny plankton, or big plankton.
Yeah, big plankton. Yeah.
But
that sounds awesome, actually. Like, thinking in my head that I'm just like crushing like a bunch of huge plankton every time I eat ramen.
God, I sure hope you're not eating that shit raw.
Ramen raw? Dude, what am I in fucking like jail right now? No, I don't know if I can eat ramen raw. What is that?
I've met so many people who fucking eat that shit just straight up.
I'm not gonna lie. I know what you're talking about, and I agree. I have seen those people, and those people are psychopaths.
Yeah.
My girlfriend is one of those people. My girlfriend, you want to know something else she did? I'm not fucking kidding. And it's like, it sounds like it's a joke, but it's so fucking not. But we didn't have milk.
I knew it had something to do with milk.
Yeah, we didn't have milk, but we didn't have milk, and so I joked, and I shouldn't have joked because I knew she would. I knew she was gonna do it. I know what she's like. Well, I'm like, yeah, you should. What if you just use the Vernors instead?
Oh.
Fucking takes the ginger ale, drops it in that bitch, you know, into her cereal, eats it to completion.
Oh.
And that's like the story I tell everyone. Yeah, no, dude. Fucking pickles on her peanut butter jelly. Like, absolutely. There was the mustard on the watermelon thing that went on TikTok that
No.
everyone loved. And I was
No.
like, you can't actually eat. That's like an anti-food. That's like if I put cinnamon on like some diarrhea. And I was like, but I like it because I like, but the cinnamon makes it good. But I like it. No, it's principally wrong, and you don't do it. Like eating shit.
Right.
And I'll make. Oh, dude, that's the worst thing. And I feel so bad too because I feel like I'm gatekeeping food. But I'm like the man. I'm a house husband, or you know, like I'm one of those. I don't. I'm a contractor. I don't work all the time. She owns a store and does all that her shit. So I'm the one who cooks, and I cook some fucking. Wow, just kiss my tips of my fingers, dude. I did the chef thing, you know what I'm saying? I cook up that good shit. And so I'm making like a salmon, like souffle, super like crispy on the outside, melts on the inside. It's got like lime and it's got a very like sweet flavor compound. She happens to like her salmon with ketchup.
What? What?
Now I told her, I was like, I know what you're thinking. But if you put ketchup on that, I'm going to, like, physically kick you out of the glass door behind you. I'm going to kick you and you are going to fall to your death. And it is going to be awesome. If you put ketchup on there. She's like, actually, you can't. And I was like, we will do this. She didn't do it. She didn't put the ketchup on there. But, like, I have to do that every time I make something that it's like when you have, like, a chef make you a gourmet meal. Like, if you...
Right, and then you fuck it up with some fucking mayonnaise and fucking
you don't
salsa.
Ruin it. It's like listening to a song and then like playing another song while it's happening. And be like, oh, dude, it would sound much better. And people do that too. They'll slow and reverb songs and then re-upload it, or make like a nightcore version where they just speed it up. And it's like you are profiting either in views or money, or in some way you are gaining from. Ah, dude, like sure, enjoy it. And people can argue, just let people enjoy things, but that's where I get like, no, you are taking someone's art and twisting it in a way to where it's different to how you like it, but it's not how the artist wants you to take it. So music, it could be different, like MF Doom samples shit all the time. Not anymore, obviously, but you know, like samples, everyone samples, but like, you don't take my $12 slab of steak that I pristinely oven cooked, and then, but you know, on the skillet once or twice until it's a good golden brown on the outside. You're not trying to cook the inside though, so you have it on a high heat. Not too much into it, but you got this piece of art, something that I worked on, and then she's like, what if I just shit on it?
Right.
I should have told her that. I should have just said, why don't you just take a shit on it? Why don't you just pull out your ass cheeks, squat over the plate, and shit on the salmon?
Just watch her actually do it too.
So yeah, just fucking eats it too. Yeah. Just to spite me, she would do it too. She loves a good spiteful act. We both do. That's why we click. We're just constantly trying to like prove each other wrong. So it's great. You live close to like you in Detroit?
No.
Okay.
I live on the opposite end.
Oh, Florida? Oh shit, LA.
No.
Ohio.
No. Like, I mean the opposite. Like, yeah, down there.
China. Damn, dude. Shit, man. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry. I'm passable for white.
Yeah.
They love it there.
Yeah, no, they do. Especially now.
I'm actually Hispanic.
Me too. Well, you know that, yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of Hispanic? I know that if you're not Mexican, I think I'm not supposed to like you.
My grandpa is actually from Mexico, but my grandma was from New Mexico, so I'm all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
I'm the
You ever notice
special
that with like
Mexican.
Hispanics? Like Puerto Rican motherfuckers are just like, man, Mexicans are just like the worst, you know what I'm saying? And like just no reason. No reason. They do. All the fucking time. And I remember I dated a girl named Luisa. And my longest relationship, 2 years. It was a high school thing.
Hmm.
And I remember specifically she her dad, she's Puerto Rican, and so in turn her dad's Puerto Rican. And I remember he hated me. And he's never even spoken to me. He doesn't fucking live here. He lives in Puerto Rico. So he's never even met me. He's just seen pictures, but he just fucking hates me. Like he just has for some reason he just doesn't like me. And then, or no, he's not. He's Mexican. I was gonna say, because Luisa's not Puerto Rican, I don't think. He's Mexican. I remember where I'm getting at now. I remember I did speak to him because I was like, man, I gotta know, why don't you like me, man? And I took the phone from Luis. I was like, why don't you like me?
He's just gonna tell you straight up.
He's like, man, I don't fucking like Puerto Ricans, bro. I just don't like them. I'm like, I'm not Puerto Rican, okay? I'm Mexican. And I've never met you, man. We should talk and shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's just out of no reason. Like, he was born just hating Puerto Rican people. Or, like, I just guarantee you, like, came out of the womb with a hatred.
Yeah. I want to say that's just how it is, like down south.
I've known Puerto Ricans who don't like Mexicans, like, or Colombians, or they always hate one another. Like, it's like a circle, like a food chain. There's a bigger fish. Colombians are hated by Puerto Ricans, are hated by Mexicans, you know what I mean? Alright, I think we're getting near TOS, so I'm just gonna, like, shut the fuck up now. But no, yeah, it's a cool little chain. It's tradition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just fucking. That's what I mean by that's just how it is. Just fucking something
like,
that's
Juan?
just
Oh, he's
always.
Homie, but I fucking hate him though, you know? Puerto Rican. He's a good guy, you know?
Right. They would literally fucking say that. They would literally fucking say that shit.
That's the homie, man. I know him for like 6 years. He's Puerto Rican, though, you know? So.
That's the only downside.
That's why I don't talk to that motherfucker. He Puerto Rican, you know? I ain't trying to associate with him. It's like random, like just inherent racism, just randomly. No reason. Another great thing about living in a Mexican neighborhood growing up, Mexican town Detroit, was that almost always after you're like 18, well, really after 13, and if you're Hispanic, you look like you're over 18 because you have like probably a mustache.
Right.
And so almost always you have cholo-looking dudes that will eye you down who just live next door to you. But like every time you get in or out of your car, they do like the cholo look up and down. And like I was scared shitless because I know as a fact like that guy could kill me. So in my head you would have to like almost look them up and down. Not like you're doing it back to them, but just because like you don't know what the fuck they're looking at you for. But that's just something that'll happen.
Right.
I remember I stole a phone, and it was an iPhone, and I stole it from the school that I was going to, and they knew where exactly I was because of like photo stream or something like that, and they texted the phone and they were like, yo, we have the address that you're at, and like we kind of know who you are, just give the phone back when you go to school, and we're not gonna do anything. I shit my pants immediately, took the phone, went out back, smashed the shit out of it, and then threw it into the neighbor's yard. And the neighbor's yard, mind you, was like a junkyard, and for some reason, like, it was just like if you've ever seen Detroit, you know it's able to look like no one's gonna complain about that. So it just blended in, and no one's ever known since then. Well, except for like I did get caught for that because they knew who I was, but the family never knew. I just kind of tossed in their yard. It like blended in with like the the textures. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Man.
Where'd you grow up at as a Hispanic?
As a Hispanic, I grew up in the Californias.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'm
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to ask you that.
reminded every day of where I was born.
Yeah, bro.
So I made a Spider-Man who kills concept. Oh, hello, Rock. Thank you for showing up and then just telling me all about your little Spider-Man project. What do you got going on with that?
You know, something I noticed about California is that it's basically GTA 5, like literally.
Yeah.
Like not even like in like the way it looks, but like in the way people act. Like
Yeah.
it's literally that.
Every time I play GTA, I'm like, yep, this is just normal. This is how it is. I'm not even phased by
Pretty soon
anything
you're gonna
anybody
have a
says.
jetpack, motherfucker, flying above you. You know what I mean? Dude on a motorcycle shooting missiles.
And it's just that guy who isn't just like a guy in a jetpack. He's literally a jetpack motherfucker. It's
Yeah.
just you have to add the motherfucker part to that dude.
Jetpack motherfucker.
Dude straight up from the fucking ghetto.
Name is like Jamal Daquanius, like 33, or like something just like ridiculous. You know, like Darnell the Flex God. Oh my God, I
The
would send you
Flex
that
God.
clip, but it's very, very TOS. It was a streamer. Someone donated $10, and their name was Darnell the Flex God. They were like, yo, like the stream, keep it up. And he saw it. He sees that. He goes, Darnell the Flex God. Thank you for the 10, bitch. Get the fuck out of my stream, you motherfucking banned. What the hell? He goes, what the fuck kind of name is Darnell the Flex God? You know you insert the C word, not cunt, but the racist C word. You know yeah, I know. He was bringing it back. The classics. Drops the gamer word, the classic one. And then it just continues to ban this guy. Gets so mad about the name Jamal or whatever it was, Darnell. He's like, Darnell is the kid who would never bring back your toys as a kid. Darnell is the one who you never want to come over to your house. He gets so pissed, he just walks off. He literally just walks away from the stream.
Man, dude really hates Darnells.
dude got mugged by a Darnell and never got over it. All right, I'm sending it to you. It's stupid. Mods, find this dude, ban this dude. That's what he says. Okay, I'll do it. Oh my God. Yes. It wasn't a white guy either. It was a black guy. That's the funniest part to do it all. Don't know the Flex God.
Fucking everybody over here growing up, a lot of people are fucking disgusting, little degenerates over this place. While I was
LA?
growing up, like, yeah, even in the fucking middle school, like, everybody was just, it was just fucking
There was
condoms in
Darnell
the,
the Flex Gods everywhere.
there's like
Wait,
condoms in the fucking trash bin in my middle school and shit, and just, it's just fucking, everybody's a degenerate, everybody's fucking fighting all over the place, just school
What's
fights,
funny, dude?
everybody's getting fucking...
Lots of LA people are moving to fucking Arizona and Vegas.
Yeah, it's gonna get ruined.
Yeah, no, it's already ruined. When I turned 21, my dad took me to Las Vegas.
I didn't even like Vegas.
Dude, I love Vegas. It's the only place on earth that I like. It's a God's honest fucking truth. If I could go anywhere in the world, live there for the rest of my life, or just to visit, it would be Vegas. Almost always. Like, you could not convince me of any other place that does for me what Vegas does. I mean, obviously everyone, you know, Tahiti, the Bahamas, you know, everyone's got their own thing. But dude,
What does it do for you?
It's just it's the life I aspire to live. Not even like in a good way, but like in a horrible way and a good way. It's like I mean, like the movie Leaving Las Vegas. If I ever want to fucking kill myself, fly to fucking Vegas, dude. Don't blow your brains out. Drink yourself to death, party
Right.
to death, live the time of your life, and then croak because you were living so good, so hard. Or just, and I'm not even a party guy, dude. And I grew up in Detroit, and I grew up in the city, and I moved to the country when I had the chance, and that's where I'm living now. And I'm loving life. I mean, I'm a gun owner, and I can do my thing, which is I like to shoot. So most of my life is just doing that, and I'm able to do it a lot here. And like, but if I really had more money, go to Vegas, become an FFL, and sell, like, you know, become a firearms like manufacturer, distributor. Like, that's my dream. Live my life in Vegas, but obviously that doesn't align with my partner, what they want to do. But they also, my partner has big dreams and wants to travel the world, and in her eyes, Vegas is very much on that list. So I would very much like to go to Vegas. They're not as restrictive on guns in Vegas, which is nice too. Which is what kind of sucks. So you fucking California people are moving in,
Right, and then they're gonna try to fucking
get cool shit.
Yeah.
I have a fucking. It's not in the room with me, but I'll show you eventually. But I have a Mark 18, and it's completely kitted. It's got an IR laser on it, Surefire, dot, aim point, and it's kitted how I like it. 5 inches. Got it stamped and everything. The only problem, not even the problem, it's just like the issue with having a gun like that is you need licenses to travel between states, and like, you can't take that gun between states, so it would have to stay here unless I do some like boogity boogity magic legally and make it okay. But otherwise I have to, like, you basically have to start over when you move somewhere. So like that's the main thing keeping me, because I've like almost worked up these pieces. To me, they're like pieces of art. You know what I mean? It's
right.
Like the attachments I like and shit. It's like when I first got Tarkov when I was like 18 and 19, fucking 4 or 5 years ago. I remember building my first AR-15. How I built my AR in Tarkov with the AR that I liked. It was how I liked it to look. It wasn't like this sweet meta build, you know, but it was how I like just a dope looking AR. And I built my first one like that. Come to find out, I hated it. It was the worst rifle I've ever owned. Not even the worst rifle I've ever owned. I still own it. Well, kinda. I sold the lower receiver to a best friend who built an M4 with it, and like an M4A1, like a 10.5 inch. And I still have the upper receiver, and it's incredibly damaged. It's dented. Some of the bolts aren't even in it, and the flash hider has been chopped off because it wasn't pin. It was pin and welded, so you couldn't unscrew it. So you basically had to take a saw to it. And they didn't tell me that it was pin and welded. In fact, they emailed me after I inquired about it. They said, it's not pin and welded. Come to find out, it was very pin and welded. And so I had damaged my barrel. Pretty much, it would cost more to get repaired than it would to just throw in the trash and buy a new. So, but it served me well. And I remember the attachments that I bought were from Tarkov. Dog shit grip, dog shit optic for like 20 bucks. You know how much a fucking reliable red dot costs? Probably like I'd say a good cheap one. Cheap. Maybe 200, maybe 200. They're aim point, not aim point. Hollow Sun makes a really good rifle rated optic that's, I'd say, bomb proof from my experiences, and it's 260. And I think it's one of the best priced red dots out there. And it's like, that is like, all that shit is like knowledge that is inapplicable anywhere unless you're in the firearm sales, you know what I mean? And so that's why I want it to be like a thing I do. I saw that Landmark had bought guns. He's a pretty big streamer. He's a Tarkov streamer. He built them with his stream, which I think is pretty neat. That'd be a fun thing to stream. You own any bangers?
No, I fucking wish, but again, California.
Oh shit, yeah, dude. Any gun you build wouldn't even be worth it, man. So it would look. You ever seen a California compliant like M4 or AR-15? Minimum 18-inch barrel. It can't have a grip that you could wrap your thumb around, so they're all
so
like,
fucking dumb.
It's so dumb. So they don't make it like a rifle stock. They make it to where it's like a normal grip, but there's a huge wall where your thumb would wrap around it.
That's so fucking dumb.
Dude, it doesn't even look good. Oh man, I'm gonna go grab a picture of it now. Show you this ugly shit. And dude. Yeah, oh yeah, minimum 10 round magazines.
Ugh.
It's just... It's
10 round, what am I gonna do? Stop one person, maybe?
Right, no, exactly. Not to mention, what if I'm a brother in the 70s?
Right.
I need a fucking gun that could take down a whole lynch mob. You know what I mean? That's dead serious, dude.
Right.
Like, if you're in that scenario and you're a fucking blooded American, dude, and you need protection, you're gonna get it and you deserve it. But that's yeah, what I was saying, that's a California compliant AR. It looks ridiculous. How the stock has like a black part in it, that's not Photoshop, that's like that's part of the stock. This is another example of it. Notice minimum 16-inch barrel. Might be 18, but I'm not sure.
That's so weird. It looks like a toy gun.
Yeah, no, it looks, yeah. This is the one that kills me. This is the stock. Whenever I think of California compliant, I think of this stock. The one on the bottom. Yeah, dude, what is that? That is like a horse's leg. Does it not look like a horse's leg?
What?
No, this looks like it would be California compliant. This one right here, but it's not. It has a wraparound stock, a 30-round mag, and I'm not even gonna fucking lie, dude. It looks dope. This is a tight build.
It looks like fucking like some chocolate mousse, like a chocolate mousse thing.
No, but you show this to most people, and people will be like, ah, that is not an assault weapon.
It looks like something I can eat.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I can eat that. That's a cake. It's like one of those cakes that you cut into it. You didn't think it was a cake, but it's a cake.
Right. The only thing closest that I have to a banger is a fucking air rifle.
If it works, it works.
Yeah,
It should make, as long as it makes this noise. That's what you want. That's a 12 gauge. But, I mean, if you can make that noise with your mouth, you're probably safer than if you actually had a shotgun. Then you don't have to get into a gunfight. You know? Well, unless they call the bluff.
Right.
Made with your mouth.
Yeah, there's a bunch of fucking weirdos out
You
here.
get into a gunfight and you make like a really, really good gun sound with your mouth. And they're like, "Fuck, we gotta get out of here." Like a minigun whirring up noise you in your mouth.
The thing about miniguns is they don't even fucking whir up. They're supposed to just.
No, they don't.
They're just supposed to already
They have to be spinning though.
Yeah. They're just supposed to start off like at the fastest mode.
One thing I see a lot that I hate, and just because like, and it's not even like a thing that I should hate, but like I hate it anyway, just because I happen to know, so the knowledge kills it for me. But like Modern Warfare drops a trailer, fucking. Dude's got a minigun shredding people, and he's like pressing it and then letting it go, and then pressing it and letting it go. And I'm like, it would jam, it would jam, it would jam, it would jam. It wouldn't be able to fire. Stop doing that. And
right.
But it looks so cool, but I'm thinking in my head, like, But that's just the word, you know? You're ruining it. Yeah, it was a fun game when it dropped. I haven't played it recently just because I feel like it's mostly meta.
Hmm.
Like, you won't do good in a game of Warzone unless you're using, like, the meta SMG at the time, like the gun everyone's using.
I don't think Modern Warfare 2019 is that meta. A lot of the guns are like pretty well balanced.
I watched a YouTube short today, and this guy was clowning on this dude for, like, using a rocket launcher. And mind you, he was getting like fucking kills out the ass, killing full squads just with a noob tube. And he's spectating him, clowning on him the whole time. He's like, dude proceeds. He's using a missile launcher 90% of the game. Proceeds to pull out the M4, or the XM9, or no, what is it? The XM something. It's like the M4, but the Cold War version. Which isn't even meta. So this is just weird. It's just like, in my head, I'm like, what is this guy on about? Like, do I have to be using, like, am I going to get clowned out? Like, it's almost always, and I'm hearing my buddy Riley play. My buddy he's pretty good. He's better than he thinks he is. And, he doesn't take advantage of his ability. He got into the 15%, top 15, and didn't do anything with it. But either way, he, almost always he's talking about meta. It's the Diamades, or it's the it was in essence the Mac 10 for a bit, and it just moves around because they have to keep trying to balance it. Unless it's balanced now, and which
I wouldn't know. I haven't played it in a while since like my account got hacked and nobody did anything about it. I finally got it back like last year, but I haven't been playing it really.
yeah, I also haven't played it in a long time. They added the AS Val when I stopped playing.
You never got to try it out?
Oh, I did eventually.
It's fun as fuck, just fucking being a dick and shooting people with their spawn.
Good, neat gun. That was a great thing about that game. There were lots of neat guns. I didn't like the way they did a lot of the guns, because, like, the game became like Cursed Guns, the game.
Yeah. Have you, I would assume that you might go hunting?
I don't hunt too much, but I used to coyote hunt, like, as on contract, but I don't really do it ever.
Do you use it with
like
an air gun or like with a real gun?
I use an AR-15. We have big Yotis up here.
Have you ever used a air gun?
When I was a kid, yeah. Well, no, actually, I think when I was 16, I had a 22 air gun that I went squirrel popping with.
Squirtle popping.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's the childhood I'm gonna give to my kid, since I'm a super trad guy. I'm gonna instill killing shit into him. That way, when I could do it with him later on in life, it's normal.
Right.
I got a deer hunting license for last year. Never actually went out because it was either too cold or like too damp, and it became a swamp last year. And we had a really bad like our state became like an armpit, so it was really not fun for a while. So I just didn't go. Why do you have like a 22 air gun capable of like blowing someone's head into chunks? Is that what you're telling me, or what?
I'm just wondering what you think would go better than a fucking scope. Cause I'm thinking of putting something shorter on it. I don't want no zoomed in shit.
They make a lot of. So since it's an air gun, you don't have an explosion going on, so you don't have to worry about zeroing it every time. You know what I mean? When you shoot your, if I buy like even like $100 red dot, and I throw it on an AR-15 or even a 22, maybe not a 20. You could probably use a 22 with a cheap optic. But if I throw that on like a 9mm and an AR, it's gonna throw the zero off, and it's not gonna be accurate whatsoever. I remember my first time shooting an AR-15. I told you I had like a $20 like Walther optic, and I remember aiming at a barrel, and I swear to you, I fired 9 times. Every shot was perfectly accurate. I was aiming completely fine, but not a single one went into the barrel. And I remember I walked up to it. I was like, no fucking way. There is zero way. Like they just was I shooting blanks? Like it didn't make sense. It was almost comedic how bad I was missing, but I was literally aiming at the fucking dirt. Like I was only shooting out to like 20 meters. It felt like I was point blanking it with how the sight was aimed, but I was just going every round straight into the dirt. And then I zeroed it, and I think I only shot like maybe 6 times before it was inaccurate again. So if you have a cheap optic on your air gun, chances are it's going to be completely fine. And I recommend anything from HoloSun. HoloSun makes like combat ready optics, military spec optics. They don't sell to the military because they don't have contracts with the military. Actually, they do for handgun red dots. But those are obviously like going to be $300, $400. But they also make red dots that are way cheaper, that still withstand weapons. Maybe not very good, but for an air gun, they'll do just fine. That's what I mean by I talk a lot, by the way. Sorry.
I ain't worried about it. You said the brand was what again?
HoloSun.
HoloSun?
Yep, HOLOSUN.
Okay. Let me find out.
Do you buy off of Amazon at all?
Yeah.
That's the way. That's probably if you're buying a red dot for an air gun. Amazon is 100% the way to go. Air gun, airsoft gun. They make very, very nice. Not Amazon, but you know the Chinese companies that we're funding. They make a lot of good red dots. The HoloSun they sell on Amazon as well. But I'll show you the first red dot that I ever bought. I don't know why that link is so fucking long, but there it is. That is what I thought. You know what I mean? I thought that was gonna work, but in no way worked. It worked for like 5 shots, and even then it lowered MOA. MOA, I can't remember what it stands for, but that's how small the dot gets. To put it into perspective, my Trijicon RMR on my Glock, that's sub MOA. So that thing can get -1 MOA. So even when you're viewing it at night vision, it's still there. So to the visible eye, it's not there, but it's not IR by any means. It's just so dim, it's able to get sub MOA, and it's very hard for a red dot to do that. So you end up buying like the one that I showed you. That's minimum like 20 MOA. It's fucking ridiculous. And you'll see the description. I don't know about that one. I didn't read that one, but they'll most likely lie and say like 2 MOA, 4 MOA, but almost always they're not that. Do you have a big skinny rail on the top of your air gun?
No, I need to get one. Because
almost every dot that I could recommend to you would be off of a Picatinny rail.
Can you get a link for that one? For that?
Show me that air gun. What's
Gamma Wildcat Whisper.
177, right?
22.
Oh wow, okay. Oh, that's a juicy gun, dude. I'm surprised that like you haven't like been arrested for having that.
No, air rifles aren't regulated over here in California.
I love that, dude. I love that. They're regulated here. Which is funny, because I could have an M4, and it's not a fucking air gun. They're regulated because of just, like, age, but they're regulated nonetheless. Yeah, okay, so for that, I couldn't really... actually, you know what, maybe I could. 32 millimeter. Okay. So realistically, I mean, you can get a cheap but a good LPVO. You know what LPVO is?
No.
It's a low power variable optic. So minimum, it's going to be at 1 times, maybe 2 times zoom. But on a rifle like that, that's not too bad. It would almost, every time you aim in, it would aim in almost like a red dot. So because of how low the magnification is, it's not, you're not going to have to put it right up to your eye every time. It's like a red dot. You could point shoot with it, or you could even, put it just right up to your eye. Not even right up to your eye, but just kind of hover it there, and it would, it's not going to, it would form up, it would aim like a red dot rather than a scope. But since it's a variable optic, you could throw that bitch up to 6 times and get a good sight picture. A lot of people run them on their AR-15s. A lot of people run them on their M4s. I would never run it on an M4 just because an M4 is like that's like a close quarters gun. I'm not trying to I'm not really trying to reach out to like 300, 400 yards, not even 200 yards really most of the time with an
Right.
M4.
No, I'm not trying to reach that far with that one either.
That's what's cool about that 177 is you really could. You could, maybe not 300, but you could easily reach out to 200 with the amount of gas that thing puts out.
Yeah, but the
What do you have?
fucking
Is it
I have the 22 one though.
is that let's see the 22? Is that like let me see. Okay, I see. What do you think that maxes out at accurately?
Accurately? I wouldn't even be able to put out a fucking number.
It's this thing, I mean, if it says 1,000 feet per second with alloy pellets. If you were to get like, are you able to put tipped rounds in there? Like,
Yeah, I
you know,
have some gamma rockets that
yeah,
I
okay.
have ready for that.
In that case, you're probably getting maybe 1,000 FPS minimum. So like a little over. Like there are subsonic rounds that reach that, like, and those kill people,
Right.
Then again, they're a huge chunky round, but still like 300 blackout, I'm pretty sure only breaks 1,200 or 12, yeah, 1,200. But it's still a beast.
Yeah, I wanted it because like I wanted to fucking go hunting eventually one day, and sometimes there's like weirdos who might like come up to my window sometimes, and I fucking hate it so much. And other times I'm just like, well, I don't know what the hell's going on out there. I don't know if they're pointing anything at me or if they're looking to fucking come in. One dude
Ironically, the
almost fucking
states with
tried
the
coming
most
in.
Jesus, dude.
There
Yeah,
was
no,
there was even a
that's why
few
you
that
need a gun.
have.
Californians need guns more than most people. But the fact of the matter is, there's more people in California who want to do bad stuff with guns than there are people who want to do good stuff with guns.
Right. There's a lot of fucking crazies out here.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted something in general that I don't have to fucking sign up for in California, just in case like they put me on a fucking registry list and like try to look for me or some shit to hunt me down. That's like some paranoia shit, but like I just don't want it. Like they went out and got the list for people who voted for Trump. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I don't trust anything out here.
Oh no, you shouldn't. Yeah, you should. Like, oh, dude, we have Ohio people because we're in Michigan, so we have a lot of Ohio fucking people, and they're the worst drivers. And more often than not, someone driving a rental will more than happily try to drive you off the road, hit a speed bump, quote unquote, hit a speed bump, and like just ride your ass for a year, or just be the worst people in the planet. And there's been so many times just driving where I've like feared for my life, where I'd have to think like, am I gonna get driven off the road, or am I gonna have to like draw my gun and do something? Just walking into a gas station, the amount of like people you see in that gas station that look like they want to rob it, not because of any reason in particular, not any racial reason, but because they're wearing like a ski mask, or they're, you know what I mean,
Right.
like what is it? Call it a generation of horrible style. I don't care what you want to call it, but just like there's crackheads, there's fucking meth heads, there's Detroit. There is like this awful shit. Probably only half as awful as what happens in LA. And yeah, no, it's bad. We have the highest crime rate as of last year, which is pretty neat.
Oh wow. Fucking hell.
Kind of hilarious. Yeah, so you have an 11mm mount or rail on your weapon. Is that the scope mount detaches, right? The part that holds the scope, the rings.
Mine didn't come with one.
So you would actually have to rock, if you ever wanted a red dot on that, you would have to rock this like an AK. You would have to have your it would really you wear glasses.
The only thing that it has is the fucking rail that's already on the barrel.
There's a rail on the barrel?
Nah, it's more of a groove than a fucking rail.
Okay. Because you can get a Picatinny rail adapter. Like, the thing is, if you wear glasses, it probably wouldn't. Do you wear glasses?
I mean, for looking far, yeah.
Okay. Well, alright, I don't think it really matters. I don't know. I have a buddy of mine who wears glasses, so he sets his optic really far back, and I don't really get that. But he's also, like, kind of blind. Either way, yeah, no, if you were to get a red dot on this, you could just throw a rail to, like if I were to put a red dot on my shotgun, or not a red dot, but say I wanted to put a flashlight, I would just have a Picatinny to shotgun mount, and it would literally just screw onto my barrel, and I would just mount it right to that Picatinny. So, it would just be a Picatinny mounted to your barrel. It would, like, look goofy, but they would work.
Yeah, I wanted one of them's, but I don't know which one I should choose. Uh-oh.
I'll gladly give you an option. That would work. This one right here. Literally just bolts onto your barrel. Actually, that one would not work because
No.
it is not wide enough. But this one should. This thing's meant to mount to scopes, so you could literally mount this around your barrel. Throw a red dot on that. I mean, it'd be really far forward. It would almost be like an AK with how far forward, but it works for the AK users, so.
There's supposed to be an adapter that goes on the groove itself that I heard that some gamma rifles come with, but mine just didn't. It's like right there where the scope should be. If you like take it off, it's just a groove.
Oh, I see now. Oh, it's a dovetail. That's what it is. This is the dovetail mount.
Yeah, it's dovetail, but it has like a curve too, because of the barrel.
I see. Because that one's made for the gamma. Like, that one's made for your gun.
Okay. Big cat.
Oh, wait a minute. No, yep, big cat. Well. Yep,
Mine's the wildcat.
I see, yep. Shit, I'm reading like a forum right now. I think that they're like... I can't find any.
Gamma wildcat whisper.
Yeah. Someone in the forum, Airgun Nation, says Gamma Wildcat Whisper scope rail, and no one, either everyone is unfamiliar with it, but the way those are made, they're less than perfect, as this guy says. Something like this might work, but you have to. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. This one actually might work. This clamps on to the little thing for your scope, right?
What do you mean?
So your scope mounts to the scope mount, the thing that the rings, those mount to like a little notch, right? Like two little notches.
No, there's no notches. It's just there's a hole, but
Oh,
it's just straight flush on the barrel.
I see. In that case, your best bet is literally the first one, just clamping something to the barrel. I mean, you could literally take one of like those like cheap open emitter red dots, like the one I sent you earlier, and literally duct tape it or hose clamp it to it, and it would work. As long as you do it accurately and like, you know, sight it in. Since it's an air gun and you don't knock it around too much, it should be all right. You could test your craftsmanship skills. Bitch. Let's see. Jewish gun. This.
I don't know if you can see it,
Right.
but that was a picture for like basically the hole that's on it for the mount. I'm trying to get like a better angle for the grooves so that you can see it.
I mean, if I'm being honest with you, you could do it at home. You could make that. Like, you could make what you need. It's, really, you just need to, I mean, if you're able to take that into a hardware store, ask them if they can get you a screw that fits that, or take a screw that you know fits that and go get some good ones, or just get two screws that are that size, hex screws or any kind of screws. Make sure that they're long enough to go through the actual Picatinny mount. And at that point, you can just get any old Picatinny mount. They sell them for $2 to $9 on Amazon. As long as they have like a spot for 2 holes. They don't even really need a spot. It just needs to be plastic, and then you just drill 2 holes. Another way to test your marksmanship or craftsmanship, but that would be my other best idea.
Yeah, it doesn't screw right there. That's just a hole.
I mean, it's gotta have a reason for the hole, right?
Yeah, that scope that comes with it, there's like a little nub that goes in there. I assume it's just to fucking keep it from wiggling around when you're screwing it on.
Yeah. I mean, your best guess would probably be just, yeah, clicking one to the barrel. And Picatinny to the barrel.
I think I got a better picture of it. Of the grooves.
Yeah, couldn't you click something to those grooves?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, yeah. You see the link I sent you? That first one. Or not the first one. The big cat. That one would probably fit those grooves. I mean, the way that the mechanism works with the grooves, it would technically have to work, right?
Yeah. Well, what I'm worried about is the curvature of the barrel itself, that like the grooves have been like grooved into, because it's not flat. It's like curved right there.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So I'm worried that it might be too short when you are like screwing it in.
Right. I get what you're saying. It's a good point. Yeah, I would guess that it probably... I mean, if it didn't work, you could probably make it work. Most of, like, the things that are on my guns, like, I kind of make it work. I don't know. Like, for a while, like, you need... Or, like, for example, my shotgun, no matter what, you need a light on a shotgun. You need a light on every gun that you have. You should be able to identify your target before you should confidently shoot one.
Right.
So, flashlight. I didn't have a fucking money at the time, so what I do, I went to Walmart, got a mag light, like one of those big ass, the one that every dad has, that they'll like beat ass with, the fucking huge black, the BBL, the big black light. And
Right.
I'd take that, and I would just hose clamp it, literally just hose clamp it to my shotgun. It worked, and trained like it. I trained like that, shot with that for a while, and it works for me. But just improvise, you know what I mean? Just do what needs to be done. It's what a man does. What needs to be done. If you were to ask me what I'm doing, I would tell you straight up what needs to be done. What's your favorite video game firearm?
Video game firearm?
Yeah, or any firearm. If you could own one, what would you own?
Fuck. Does a grappling hook count?
That's a good one.
Dude, I fucking...
Somehow.
I wish that I had, like, one that could actually pull you up like some of these
Sure
video
that-
games do.
Most people wish that they had, including the U.S. military.
Wish I had, like, the skill, too, to fucking use that. I want to fucking swing around and shit on a grappling hook. Just, it's a lot of fun in video games.
Yeah, it would be kind of fun.
I think other than that, it would probably be, like... I don't know, what would you consider a firearm?
Something that fires bullets.
Bullets. Does it matter by what means it fires the bullets?
I suppose not. Is it like a slingshot and a bow and arrow with shotgun shells on it? What do you have in your head?
Well, the Singularity device from Singularity.
What is that?
So basically, it can it's a time manipulation device that can either you can stop like a little area of a little bubble around like just the fabric of reality around you in a certain area,
You know,
and
that's
then like
actually possible if you were somehow able to condense enough mass into a singularity of sorts that would be so dense in mass and small at the same time. Hypothetically, if you somehow didn't make a black hole, you would make so much gravity that time would slow. But it would more than likely just make a black hole. But assuming that it didn't, you know, yeah.
It could also like speed up or reverse the effects of time in that game as well.
Oh, that's kind of dope. I don't know if you could do that, but
yeah, like at near the end of the game, you could literally just disintegrate people in waves just by aging everything around you.
that's something you dream of doing IRL.
Sometimes.
Scores upon scores of people.
It's just like having my own bubble, leave me alone or you'll die. But that wouldn't be like the only thing, obviously. That's just one thing that I wish that I had. It would also help with like stealing if I could like pause time and fucking
just like 90% of what it would be useful for, actually.
People trying to make it like fucking safe for work or like family friendly, they'll be like, oh, I could use this to like get to my job meeting just in case I'm late or anything like that.
If you had a superpower, what would it be? That?
No, if I had a superpower, it wouldn't just be that. Like that would I don't know if that alone would like help. If I'm even able to like sustain my body while the time has been frozen or anything like that. So it's like a dangerous superpower to like wish for.
Incredibly dangerous.
There's another one that's dangerous that like I don't know if you've ever heard of the game Prototype.
Yes.
But you have?
I think so. Is it kind of like
It's kind of like a symbiote, kind of like Venom or Carnage.
Yeah, dude, you know, I've heard of that. That's an old game.
Yeah. Fucking that. has literally been like my dream power. It's like sometimes I have intrusive thoughts and like I think of that happening.
Dude, when I was a kid, I shit you not, I've had that exact same thought. Because I remember, I've never actually played the game. I've only had a trailer of it. It was, for some reason, installed in my Xbox 360.
Dude, fucking I just when before I even knew about Venom, before I even knew about like that game, before I even knew about Porcupine from the X-Men, stuff like that,
Yeah,
I've always like wanted just to have a little bubble of safety just for like people to leave me alone. And it's not like even a bubble, just like a means of fucking like fuck off type of
yeah,
thing. But it would always come back and like start off as like tendrils and stuff, or like being able to turn my hands into like a fucking blade or some shit.
right.
It's just it's such a fucking cool ass concept, and
Yeah,
like
the
a
symbiote insane
badass
concept.
way of not only fucking getting people to leave me alone, but also like something that looks both cool and scary at the same time.
Yeah,
And if you really want someone to leave you alone, you got to put some fear into them.
feel that. Like open carry in Detroit. Don't conceal it. We want them to know.
Every day, I could kill you, but I choose not to. Be thankful for that.
Sometimes you get that thought, but it's only human to think like that. Like
And
damn,
a lot of
I
people
have.
just fucking get like so fucking uppity about it and like scared as shitless because they're like, oh, I don't think like that. I'm like, are you sure?
Like everyone.
Maybe you
It's
just
like
don't
it's
fucking
the
remember.
thought where like you are on a ledge with someone and you want to push them off. It's not that you want to push them off, but you get the thought like, oh, I could easily push them off
Right,
or and jump off myself.
right.
And it's like you obviously wouldn't, but it's like you're it's coming to terms, not coming to terms with mortality, but like being faced with the idea of your mortality. Like literally, one choice could mean your and someone else's mortality.
Yeah,
And because it's so obvious, I think it's that's why your brain thinks it. Obviously, I haven't thought that in a while, but like my first time concealing, it was like, holy fuck, it's like Jesus Christ. Like, what if I was a psychopath? But I'm not. But like, holy shit. But like, if someone was a psychopath and they just like somehow got a CPL and like a fucking kitted Glock, God
yeah.
only knows what horrible shit they could do.
And there's just like a lot of people that have already done that and are still
Done just
trying to
that.
do that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look at Vegas, the Vegas thing,
Yeah.
Mandalay Bay shooting. Yeah.
I had a friend of mine telling me that like that there would be a lot less violence if they fucking had like a lot less, you know, a lot more gun restrictions, or like better yet, no guns at all. But like
No, Chicago is
that's
like an immediate like show that that's not true. Like Chicago
yeah,
has arguably the most gun restrictions than any other state, but for some reason they have 5 times the crime rate, 5 times the gun murder rate. Not just like not like murders, just but gun related murders.
yeah.
And
And
all
he
it
had
showed was
something to
people
say
were getting
about
them
that
illegally.
too. He said that like, well, if they didn't have guns at all in the states, but there wouldn't have to be any. But like the yeah, how are you gonna have a
It's like,
military if you're gonna
okay,
like to, you know, to
what about
defend your country?
Ukraine? Literally,
Yeah,
like they didn't they didn't have guns, and so we had to mass distribute them in hopes that it would help.
right.
Thankfully, it did. But when you have a disarmed society, you saw how fast it was for someone to just walk in,
Yeah.
say, I'm taking this because I want to.
And there's nothing you can really do about that evil. I mean, you can try to kill as many of those fucking assholes as you
Well,
can,
that's why
but
you have a Second Amendment, is so that way you could fuck those people up. The government, like, for example, my government knows as a fact it wouldn't be able to impede on my freedoms. Why? Because I have
right.
thousands of rounds of fuck you to go to plenty of rounds of fuck you to go around. So it's like they know. and they couldn't do that. They physically wouldn't be able to 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 do that to their country because of how many armed civilians there were. There would be a civil war. If they tried to take away guns from the civilians, it wouldn't work. And that's why you you can't disarm the civilians because we know what'll happen. Tyranny.
Right.
What's stopping tyranny from happening? Well, the Second Amendment. That's what I think. I believe that's why tyranny hasn't happened yet. And all it takes is one dude to just be like,
Anybody
I
can get
like this
fucking
place.
guns illegally. Like, even in a fucking world where, like, no civilian can have guns, they can just go and get it from the people that do. And the people that do, it's usually, like, it's usually they fucking make their own. They fucking go and, like, build their own. They fucking steal their own from, like, some of the people are even in the fucking army that's in their country and shit. Fucking straight up doing some shady arms dealing type of biz. And, like, guns just exist. That type of, dreamer type of thought just isn't going to be a reality.
Oh yeah, no. As long as it's like saying you need to ban war. It's like, okay, we'll ban guns when you successfully figure out how to ban war.
Right. Or successfully figure out how to fucking stop people from being violent assholes.
Right, exactly. Yeah, when they can like come to me with like those like mathematics figured out, I will 100% gladly throw my gun in a trash compactor.
Right.
You could show me that, and it's not even like half. Like I have an M16. That is not for government tyranny. That's for shooting at 300 at the range and having a little fun. There, I have no practical reason for a fucking carry handle sight. I just thought it looked cool, and so I wanted to have one. And it's like, why would I want to get rid of something that doesn't? It's not even for war. It's just for fun. It's just pointlessly.
It's fun to shoot guns.
Right. It's like you, dude. It's like archery. Literally like archery. Like, what is archery? What was it intended for? It was to kill shit. Same with a gun. If you really want to, because they like to argue that like, oh well, that's not what. Like because I like to say, okay, if you want to ban guns, you have to start by banning hammers because any psycho with a gun who gets it taken away from him. Say if I'm a psychopath and I don't have access to guns, but I have unlimited access to hammers, chances are I'm gonna hit someone with a fucking hammer. And if I'm, hypothetically, I'm
Like,
going to use my resources if I'm a fucking psychopath. I'm not going to be like, oh, I can't have a gun. Guess
right.
I can't continue with what I wanted to do, which
The,
was kill people.
the thing is, if you want to kill people, most things can be weaponized.
Literally everything. And then people like to argue, well, that's not what hammers are for. Well, okay. Well, ban bows then. Ban bows and arrows because if guns were originally for killing people, then bows were too. Knives were too. It would say, I mean, anything can be fucking used as a weapon. Literally anything. If
Right.
I've never ever once used a firearm in self-defense. I've had to defend myself before, but never with a firearm. I mean, if I'm going to have to defend myself, chances are I want to have my firearm, but I'm not going to be a victim because someone wants to take away, like,
Right.
it's oh, carry. I hear a lot, carry a knife. Are you fucking retarded? Go on, go and get in a successful knife fight and tell me how great it was.
Right.
Tell me how protected you are and how safe you felt during that experience.
You
If
fucking
someone wants to have a knife fight with me, I can end it in like 3 movements of a finger. And guess what? I'm not hurt. The person who is trying to do something wrong, like hurt me wrongfully, they are now hurt. It's a win-win, really.
right, but a fucking knife fight, that's dangerous as
It's a
shit. Like
lose-lose.
you get hurt, you get the other one hurt, you fucking start to bleed out. The wounds are fucking
No
hard
one
to
wins
treat.
in a knife fight. Shit, even in a gunfight, the emotional scarring is enough. And no one wants to go and, obviously, other than the people who want to go and shoot people, no one
Right.
who has a gun for self-defense wants to use it for self-defense or any,
Right.
it just doesn't make sense. I dread the day that I would ever have to use my Glock in self-defense. Fact of the matter is, that's like a $1,700 Glock now gone. It's gone. It's evidence now. I get no recompensation for it. It's gone. That's assuming that I'm in the right and like still I had to use it in self-defense. It's now evidence. Say I
Yeah.
win the case, it doesn't matter. I lose my Glock. I now have manslaughter charges. Sure, I might be able to keep my guns, maybe, but I have to fight in courts for most likely years. If the USCCA chooses to help me, I'll still be spending millions of dollars.
Yeah, that's also a fucking problem.
Like the USCCA only helps me with $750,000 if I have to use it in self-defense. That's a lot of money, but that's maybe a quarter of what I'm actually like going to be spending in court fees and all the time spent, the jail time, not even for being a criminal, but because, I'm being apprehended because I shot someone. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like the amount of backdraw that comes from using your pistol in self-defense, it's like it's part of the reason why I don't want to use it. But fact of the matter is, like, I'm not going to be a victim.
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, dude. I'd rather drag my balls against alligator teeth than become a statistic. Hey, at
Hello,
least we can
Jay.
agree on one
Welcome.
thing. Florida motherfuckers, dude, are on some shit. Like California, I'm sorry, your state's bad, but dude, y'all ain't as wacky as fucking Florida. Florida is on something literally. They are like not as a joke. They are on literally on drugs most of the time. Most of them. This Florida man that I hear so much about, I'm considering is just it's a real dude. It's a person. It's just one guy.
Fucking. I hear that like it's really cheap to live there. A lot of old
Where?
people like to move there to Florida.
No, Florida. Oh yeah, for newlyweds and nearly deads.
Yeah. But it's fucking like why would they want to? It's so warm and humid and it's disgusting to
It's
breathe
a
in.
swamp. Yeah, I don't get it.
They have a lot of cool shit there though. And
Yeah, Disney World. That's the only time I've ever been to Florida was for Disney World, and I'm not gonna
same,
lie,
they
I was
have.
I was a kid, time of my life. I didn't even like Disney. I enjoyed zero Disney IPs. I mean, I was at this age, I was already like a miniature film critic. You know what I mean? I was analyzing the plot of these Disney movies and ripping on them, and so. But that didn't matter. I hopped in the fucking Simpsons ride, which was just a fucking moving chair with a screen in front of me, and had a blast. That was a fucking experience of a lifetime.
I fucking went there, and I'm just I fucking hated it. Just the whole experience of fucking Disneyland or fucking Disney World, I think it is over there. And it's just so many people. Like the day that I went, it was so fucking hot, and I was just like, why
Oh
am I waiting
shit.
in the line in the fucking sun for all of these dudes just to fucking bump into me and fucking get their sweat all up in
All
my
the
face?
sweaty fucking Puerto Rican people. No, I get that. No, but no, it's yeah. I feel that when I go to water parks now. It's a lot of greasy, fucking just undesirable gentlemen that just need to take up most of the mass and air that I'm breathing.
Dude, it was so fucking hard to breathe in general. I think they were literally sucking all of the oxygen around me.
That's what I'm almost convinced that's actually how it works.
At this point, I don't even know. My brain hurts. What do you recommend for brain pain?
In pain. Eggnog.
Eggnog. That
Oh
shit
yeah.
is pretty fucking good.
Homemade eggnog too. Uh, one whole egg, like half, not even half, like just like
One whole
quarter cup
egg,
of
just a
milk.
little nog.
No, I'm telling you, man, homemade eggnog is the shit. One whole egg, quarter cup of milk, and like a teaspoon, maybe 2 teaspoons of sugar, and then you whip that bitch to like you really whip that bitch. Crack some ice into it, nutmeg, cinnamon, done. Serve it cold and serve it shaken. That
Hell yeah,
matters
man.
more importantly than most of the ingredients. The fact that you got to shake it. It makes it frothier and it
Right.
thickens it.
You can make cake with frothed egg.
Oh yeah, that shit gets so thick. So, I mean, if you whip it enough, you really get the consistency that you want every time you make it. So that's why it's like always. That's why it's my go-to drink. It's like if it's bad, I throw it back into the shaker cup and just give it like another good minute of wanking, and then it's done.
Well, Jay apparently doesn't like eggnog and their brain hurts. I wouldn't. Egg big makes me get. Ed big makes me gag. What?
Oh, I get that.
Oh, eggnog. I thought it would fucking taste disgusting myself, and like I don't know what eggnog you had, Jay, but like I had some really good ass fucking eggnog before. Uh, I forget what it was called, but that shit tasted like almost like horchata, which is like my favorite fucking drink ever.
Eggnog, yeah. Every time I've had it, it's always been great. That's why I always return to it. I've drank it all like winter. Like after Christmas, I'm still drinking it, and I'm like, do I have a problem? I never get fucked up too, so it's like I
Pumpkin
know I
spice
don't.
eggnog is what I had. That shit was
Ooh,
fucking good. Like
pumpkin spice.
people would fucking probably rag on me just for like even
Oh
bringing
yeah,
up
it's very
pumpkin
gay.
spice at all, but like
Yeah.
pumpkin spice eggnog in particular is just the fucking shits. Just straight up, I could drink that all day. That's like one of the only few like pumpkin spice things that I would just straight up just always buy.
I literally only had it for the first time like Christmas.
Mm.
And then I just kept it was just so fucking good. And then I looked up recipes and then I saw like, oh, I can make this with an egg and some milk and like booze. Oh yeah, that's I didn't mention that too. You want to pour booze into their whiskey, but you have to make sure that your egg is whipped and your milk is whipped with the egg because if it's not, the alcohol is going to curdle the milk and it's not
Yeah.
going to be a fun time. So that's
Nah.
why you want the proper tool. Yeah, no, I ended up because I worked at that gas station liquor store for a bit, so I had a lot of like it was a liquor store before it was a gas station, so that's a little bit of lore. It has way more liquor than gas, so that was our main export. So every Christmas there would be these over excess of they're like holiday packages where they have like whiskey glasses and like the drink that it comes with, and they're the same. It's the same price of a Jack Fifth that it is for a Jack Fifth that comes with a free glass. So why wouldn't you just get the fucking fifth with the free glass? You're buying the Jack anyway, so just take the free glass. So I end up with my whole kitchen is just like Jack Daniels, Pink Whitney, and Smirnoff cups and shaker cups and shit. True bachelor pad, but I mean it works.
My BFF wants to get me high. Eh, gross. I don't like the feeling. It makes me weird. It makes me feel weird.
I'm high right now.
Yeah, and I know. I'm sure. Hmm.
Legal, so I mean,
It's illegal over here too. We were the first ones. Shut up.
dude, yeah, I know, yeah.
Jay apparently can't have dairy products.
Jay, dude, what is your deal, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Dude, Jay, I'm talking to you, man. I'm talking to you, bud. This is between you and me. What? First of all, you fucked up getting born with that. I
Yeah.
mean, like you can't even deny that's a genetic issue. Reproduction, you better go with eugenics because you do not want to pass that shit off to your kid. Chocolate
Jesus.
milk is the shit. If you deny your child of that, you're a horrible person.
Fucking Chucky milk.
I'm not saying every dad has given their kid chocolate milk, but I'm sure every good dad has given their kid chocolate milk at some point. And I'm not just saying every good dad, but I'm also saying I'm also going to put it into perspective. Do you think that dads who beat their kids and put cigarettes out on their faces go out and get them chocolate milk? No.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So if you don't get your chocolate milk for your kid, you're essentially like those people.
You know what they get them? They get them the fucking spicy
The soy.
McChicken from fucking McDonald's, and like that's on a good day.
Yeah, yeah. No, dude, it's a genetic problem. You gotta breed that shit out. Eugenics is actually kind of dope, by the way. A test tube baby. I shit you not. My girlfriend is a test tube baby. She
Wow.
is a eugenics baby. Like she is a $75,000 baby.
Oh my gosh.
I know. She was wanted by this earth. She wasn't an accident. It's kind of cool. Not that I am. I'm a definitely not an accident. But what happened is, like, her dad just he got with her mom. They never really liked each other, like since they met. But for some reason, they were like, let's not just have a kid together, but let's make the decision to purchase a eugenics baby. And the reason why is because they don't want to have intercourse because they hate each other. You might be thinking, why don't they break up, dude? Like, I've been asking that since I met her. They just don't. They just live with each other and just hate each other. I don't get it. Either way, they consciously made the decision like, let's have a kid together, and then raised a eugenics baby. And it's also a good way to not ruin your wife's insides. You know what I'm saying? Is to have a eugenics baby.
So
Not
Jay
have him
says that
spit out a
they
person.
can't
Sorry.
have milk, so they don't know what it tastes like, and I mean, like, I'm both sorry for your loss, and like, kind of, I feel like that's kind of a good thing
It's a
because
good thing because then he doesn't know. Yeah.
that's how you put on some fucking weight. That's how I fucking got me my big boy right here.
Yeah, I drink a lot of milk. I'm not gonna lie, it gives me like heartburn, but I don't really mind it. I'm not old, so my heartburn doesn't really affect me
I've
yet.
been drinking milk every day since I was but a lad.
Same. And my girlfriend thinks it's like weird. Because she's like, a fucking libtard. So she's like, I don't know, I probably shouldn't say that, but no, she's like, yeah, you're drinking another animal's like baby's juice. You know that, right? And
Yeah.
it's like,
So
It's like,
we're
no, I
drinking
know.
titty milk.
It's
What up?
fucking
What of
weird.
it?
It's not only am I drinking titty milk, it's like I'm fucking a cat right now. You know what I mean? I'm a whole nother species, getting the juice from a whole nother species. I'm not even close to related to that species,
Right.
but we said I'm gonna take it, and that's what it's been for the last 100 years. And guess what? The peasants, the peasants in the 1500s who probably lift 10 times more than we do, who probably fucking fuck 10 times more than we do, who probably conquer 10 times more than we do, who could do whatever they want, who could say, this is my land, and no one did anything about it because they said so. Those were peasants. And guess
Yeah.
what, dude? They started their day with a fucking cold glass of milk, baby. And it probably wasn't homogenized. I rest my case. Sorry, Jay.
Jay
Sorry.
says I can't even have chocolate. Oh.
Jay, I'm gonna fly to your fucking house and give you a pat on the head. I know the TOS. I just remembered what you definitely can't say. So, Jay, I'm gonna give you a nice big old kiss on the cheek. But Jay, that's an issue. You have to. You can have chocolate. You just can't have milk chocolate. I mean, I know as a fact you can eat cacao, like dark chocolate. Milk chocolate, I'm not even gonna lie, dude. If you've only lived your life and you've never had milk chocolate, but you've only had like dark chocolate, that's the shit. Because then you can get because if you start with like 98% cacao, probably tastes like shit, but you've never had milk. So you drop to 97, dude, that is gonna be the best chocolate you've ever fucking had. Sorry about my chocolate rant.
Can't have any chocolate at all.
Jay, where do I start?
Who knows?
I already know he goes to bed every night. Pictures of chocolate flash. Pictures of a glass of milk, like PNG images of glasses of milk just phase through his mind as he cries himself. A torturous night to sleep.
Jay's over here like that fucking old lady from SpongeBob. Ah, chocolate. Oh, I remember the
I remember
days
chocolate.
when there was chocolate.
Those were the days.
I always hated the stuff.
Fuck chocolate! Like just randomly, I'll take 5.
Jay's like, who said I sleep?
You rub it all over your skin and it makes you younger.
Well, why didn't you say so? I'll take 10.
I remember my bud Sam sent me the entire episode, Chocolate with Nuts, that episode. The entire episode in like 720p on Discord. Like he didn't have Nitro, he just somehow just sent it to me. It was just so compressed. The audio was fine. I remembered I was scrolling through the chat and my girlfriend was with me. We were just looking at the memes and I was like, oh, is this a whole episode of SpongeBob? And we pulled it up and we just watched it. And we were like, damn, that was cool. We just watched a whole episode of SpongeBob and we just kept going, you know.
I have Shrek 2, I think, in my Discord server.
Yeah, the whole is it like compressed to like 5
yeah,
seconds?
no, it's just the whole
it,
ass
like,
thing,
really
and it's like
shit
really
quality?
tiny.
Okay, yeah, I see. So like 144p, maybe less.
Playing Destiny 2. Destiny is like, I don't.
I was gonna say, and
Kinda-
he's playing Destiny, Jay. I'm gonna murder you.
Just like DC Universe Online, I fucking don't like the whole fucking paywall that they have going on, and I just to get through like anything in there.
What game again?
Uh,
Destiny, yeah.
Destiny 2, and then DC Universe Online. DC Universe Online
ever
is
play
like the
Mortal Kombat?
worst. Mortal Kombat? I have. Yeah, which ones?
X and 11.
Yeah.
Dude, some good games.
They're alright.
I had some of my best moments there. Then again, I was not a fight person. I was not a fight game guy. I was a Mortal Kombat guy. So I clung to that a lot more. Because I like the characters.
I remember
I
the
watched
fucking
FaZe Jev, and he played Aaron Black. And that was my favorite character and so I mained him. He's a cowboy.
Was it Unchained?
Django?
I was thinking of I'm not sure if it was Mortal Kombat Unchained or if that's like even a title at all.
No, it's not. You think there's Mortal Kombat.
It was for the PlayStation Portable.
Oh, it might actually be that. It could have been Mortal Kombat Annihilation, Mortal Kombat. The X wasn't like.
Oh yeah, it was Mortal Kombat Unchained. Fucking yeah. Yeah. I fucking love the story mode for that. Fucking Bo Raicho is the shit. I love him.
Oh, this actually don't look bad. PSP, dude. Dude, you're on some old head shit.
Dude, Bo Raicho is literally the fucking best Mortal Kombat character.
Dude, he's a goat, man. You know what? You know when I truly like get taller in my chair because I've literally raised my seating because I've shit so much in my pants is when I play against a Bo Raicho player. Because like I'll get shit on, they'll go rematch, and I'll be like, okay, if I rematch and pick Scorpion and lose, not only am I gonna look like a bitch because I picked Scorpion, but I'm gonna be a bitch because I lost as playing a Scorpion. And then you rematch them and lose? Dude, that's the closest I've come to just like leaping out of my window.
As you should. I mean, that would be a very reasonable response to that.
Doing what I did, yeah, of course, I deserve it. But no, still, literally forward 2, forward Y, I guess it would be. That was another thing. It was ABXY, but when you learn fighting games, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's forward 2, back forward 2. Damn, that game was the shit. I still remember all my Aaron Black combos, man. Fuck.
Unchained was probably the only one that I really loved. I liked fucking Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe, I think it was.
That was dope.
I
That
would
was
always
dope.
fucking play the Joker. I think I played it on mobile as
They added
well.
the Joker to
Y-
MK11.
Which one?
Mortal Kombat 11. They
No, I
added.
mean like which Joker?
Oh, dude. I'm sorry, man, but it's like, I mean, I don't know. You might like it. It's like it's most reminiscent of Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight.
Here, I'll show you right now. It's honestly awful because it's somewhat his performance. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, dude. It's cringy as fuck. He, it's over. It's the voice acting's all right. But all the intros are absolutely cringe. His move sets are all right. It's like he's got a jack in the box that's really long. He's got a cane that is sometimes like a sword, but it's usually just for bonking. He punches.
Did you say it
That's
was
kind of cool.
10 or 11?
11. Mortal Kombat 11. I
If
sent
he
you.
is what I think it is, I'm a fucking.
It's not Leto, but it reminds you of Leto because it has the drawn on scar. It's not a scar. It's like a
I don't like that guy. He looks so.
Leto. Oh, dude, Leto is awful in every role he plays.
I don't like Mortal Kombat 11 Joker. It's
He is
fucking.
not good.
Uh,
It's very much not good. All his outfits aren't really that really spicy. He's got some which are cool that are reminiscent of like the very first like some of the skins
he
are
looks like the
reminiscent of
fucking Matt Pat Joker from the fucking Epic Rap Battles of History,
I
I
know what
think
you're
one.
thinking of. Yeah, he
Dude,
does.
fucking hate. I hate Matt Pat. I
He
don't
looks like someone pretending to be the Joker.
Yeah, fucking Matt Pat.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking
Yeah.
hate that.
They added Rambo as well, and they didn't have the actual the man himself voice it. So, as you can imagine, all the voice lines,
Yeah, right.
literally everything. It's just absolutely atrocious. Um, and it's like they try to like fit the exposition in as if like you didn't know who these characters were. So like every voice line, like they have the Terminator in there, and like every voice line, he's like, "I have to terminate you." It's
Ugh.
not. It's not. I swear to you, it is. He says that in almost every intro. I'm not kidding. And
Ugh.
as you could imagine, Rambo. I haven't played when I didn't play. I stopped playing around when he got put into the game. But I shit you not, I could imagine most of the intros would be, yeah, I'm Rambo. I'm Rambo. It is not good. It's not. They try to be funny sometimes. It's not good either. Dude, it's just, oh man. The Joker was probably the worst addition to the game.
Ugh. Which was the other one? What
It
was
is
it?
basically
Unchained, DC
what they
Universe
did with the
Unchained.
characters is like when Suicide Squad says, like when they said, we're some sort of Suicide Squad. It is literally that.
Ugh.
When Will Smith said the name of the movie. Yeah, Joker was a bad update. I'm pretty sure he was the only DC character.
Which one was it? I think Injustice was also like a really good fighter for mobile.
Justice was fantastic, dude.
The second one is where you get that shitty, cringy Joker dude.
Oh,
Injustice
yes.
2.
I was literally when you said the second one, I was gonna interrupt you again, and I was gonna go the like mention how they have to have the fucking intros. They make that the game because you know it's a fighting game. It's only fighting. So how do they make it how do they show their budget by adding these like 20-second fucking intro, 10-second each character fucking intro that and it's a horrible formula for one reason because they have to make the characters say something. And whenever you have to make the character say something, they have to say something relating to the character or something that the character would say. And a lot of the times with the writers that are currently making the games like Injustice and Mortal Kombat, they are awful at writing. So 90% of it is like Johnny Cage saying, "I'm Johnny Cage." Literally, it's about as bad as if they were to just do that. It's they make it that the whole game, just these intros and outros and it's awful. Where the fighting is only like 50% of it. I mean, Mortal Kombat X kinda tried something with their like quick time events and like how you could like you there would be like a little movie that you would kind of interact with and then it would put you into a fight, but it's the same formula that's been in every game.
The first Injustice, I really liked all the Jokers that they had. I liked all the fucking characters that they would like do the variants of for Harley Quinn and Joker and stuff like that.
Mm.
But Injustice 2, I think that's like when things really went downhill for not only that, but for also Mortal Kombat. For like the voice lines and shit right there. Um, the one thing I did like from Injustice 2 though was the Scarecrow variant where they had like a Plague Doctor
Oh,
skin.
that yeah.
That looked fucking dope, and I wish I could like use that, but I don't
That's
want to
another
fucking.
thing. They split them into like outfits to where you're like, yeah, it's you're getting this customization, but it's like that meme that says like when you see your character, your custom character in a cutscene, and it's like a bunch of normal people and this one goofy looking ass like this middle motherfucker just looks goofy as hell.
Right.
That's almost what it looks like because you have like what's supposed to be Sub-Zero, who instead just looks like a fucking clown, fighting literally a clown that isn't even representative of what the clown is like meant to look like. It's dude, it's just so bad. Like they have Joker outfits that are like blue and pink, and like outfits for him, like hats that just don't make sense. That are just like goofy for the sake of like he's goofy. He would wear a goofy hat. It's like, fuck, are we that lazy? And they have to have filler when they add customization like that. So they purposefully include like dog shit looking things. But that's another thing. You have a whole like concept art team making dope shit, and they're purposefully making shitty looking shit. So that way, you know what I'm saying? So that way you have to have filler. It's just sad. Sad to see a game do that.
I mean,
But
the Plague Doctor outfit for Scarecrow makes sense because of the
his
whole
thing,
gas mask
well,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's Scarecrow, yeah.
it both scares people, and he has like a thing for like gas and shit. That's like
Yeah.
the whole mask respirator
It
thing.
makes sense for
Yeah,
him. Like, for example, Joker, it makes sense for him to have multiple different like face paints. But that's not how it is. If you like face paints, I hope that you like hats because you can't change your face paint without changing what hat you're wearing. Guess how many different variants he's not wearing a hat? Probably like I believe it's like somewhere around 8 out of 32.
uh,
So 32 of the different face paints, if you like them, hope you like hats because you have to be wearing one. It's like, dude, it's like not that you're not getting the Joker you want. Same with Aaron Black. It's like if you like a hat, a certain hat, well,
he do,
shit.
he
I
doesn't
hope you
even
like the
wear
mask.
hats much. He rarely ever does wear a hat.
Who? Aaron Black?
Joker.
Joker, right? Exactly. He almost never wears a hat. He wore it in like the 20s. Or maybe like some animations, but I don't know. The green hair has always been the thing.
Right.
Not a goofy purple hat. The voice actor for the MK11 though went all out. He did pretty good.
I think the hat thing started in Injustice 1, where they added, like, the Killing Joke Joker, and they just really fucking liked that for some stupid reason. Like the Killing Joke Joker variant, I get, but like after that, fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But he's not really like, I don't picture a dude in a fedora when I think of Joker. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like the 1920s Joker. But shit, to be honest, when I think of Joker, I think of the new Joker, the Joaquin Phoenix one, just because of how ingrained in my brain it is.
Oh yeah, that was fucking good ass one.
I've just seen it too many times.
It's just too fucking good, man. There's a lot to fucking look into it too, because there's like a lot of little references that they put into the movie as well. Did you ever watch Gotham?
Um, no, 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 no. I know that that was really, my dad watched that for a while when I was growing up. When it started, he was a huge fan of it. I
No, I
wanted
mean
to
like the
watch it
new
when it
one.
was. No, no, no. That's the new one. When it started, shit, when it came out when I was like 19, still up with the old man.
Huh.
When did it come out?
2014.
Oh shit. So I was like maybe 17, yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, no, I knew it was about little baby Batman.
Yeah. The Joker in that one I really fucking liked, especially when it got to the point where like he literally fucking had his face removed and
Yeah,
put it back on, and that was like fucking straight up iconic from the fucking comic
it was
type of
tight.
Joker shit.
Right. Yeah, I feel you there.
I feel like that one's like a really good version of the Batman universe as well. If you haven't seen it, which like you just said that you didn't, you probably should. It's I really
So
liked it.
every time I want to watch something with my girlfriend, she wants to watch her stuff because I'm not gonna lie, I make her watch shit all the time that she doesn't want to watch. Not that she doesn't want to watch. It's not that she doesn't want to watch it. It's just like we watch my movies all the time, so we should. I need to take more time to watch hers. She always wants to watch Ghibli movies because I've only seen Spirited Away.
Hmm.
She's only showed me that one. She said that's a good one to start with. And then another one is Howl's Moving Castle. I'm not a big anime person, so you know it's not really been on my shit to watch list. But every time I watch a movie with her, it's always a Ghibli. As of recently, the most recent one I watched with her was Interstellar, one of my favorite movies of all time. That is such a good movie,
I still need to watch that.
dude. It's 3 fucking hours, so well, almost 3 hours. So set aside 3 hours and get really fucking high and watch it because it's or don't even get a high, dude. I mean, it's easier to understand when you're sober. But when I watched it when I was like 17, I didn't really get it. But now watching it again with Megan, it was insane because I understood everything and I I like astrophysics. I'm very into space and stuff and space science. So being able to watch and see because what's cool about Interstellar is they they CG a black hole at one part of the movie,
Oh wow.
and they CG a black hole. At this point, we have never seen a black hole in person, but they CG a black hole and what they think a black hole looks like.
Hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
2018 comes around. Woman astrophysicist discovers a picture of a black hole. She gets a picture of the black hole at the center of the Andromeda Galaxy, Sagittarius A. 2019 comes around. Woman astrophysicist discovers a picture of a black hole. She gets a picture of the black hole at the center of the Andromeda Galaxy, Sagittarius A. 2019 comes around. Woman astrophysicist discovers a picture of a black hole. She gets a picture of the black hole at the center of the Andromeda Galaxy, Sagittarius A. come to find out, the movie's rendition of it was completely accurate because
Oh
they
shit.
followed Newton's third law and his equations and shit like
Wow.
that. And so it is almost basically what a black hole would look like. So you're watching it and rewatching it as, knowing that, actually seeing a real black hole and watching what a CG artist thought one would look like based on science, and seeing it actually be correct. It's awesome. It's almost like you're seeing a black hole, and they put it into perspective with time because there's a planet there,
Hmm.
the Edmonds planet. They go to Edmonds planet. It's that's they only call it that because a astrophysicist died there. But they go to this planet, and since it's right next to Sagittarius A, or not Sagittarius A, it's right next to a black hole. 1 hour on the planet is like 7 years. So on Earth because of time dilation, because it's in a black hole, because it's so much gravitational pull that it's bending space time so much that there's a 7 year dilation. You know what I'm saying? That's just ideas like that are crazy to put into your head, and I don't know. It's crazy to see them in practice and work in a film, and it's such a good movie too with great story. Make sure you have some tissues and some lotion because you're gonna cry and need your hands moisturized, and then you're gonna beat your dick after because of how fucking good it was.
Well,
Dude,
that's quite the sell.
dude, yeah, that was the pitch meeting for for Interstellar. A guy walked into the office, said that, and everyone was like, "We're this is gonna be it. We're doing this." I don't know what he's on, but I want to be on it. I'm going to bed.
You
I
probably
have
should.
work at 8 tomorrow. Super fun, but I rarely work and rarely make money because I'm a contractor in America. So I'm gonna go collect my $300
Oh
and
shit.
call it a good month of work.
Wayne's World 1 and 2 is free right now on YouTube Movies to watch. And
So
Good Burger.
me and Meg were watching a movie, not Interstellar. We were watching like a YouTube movie, and then it played Good Burger. And then I remember Meg, she left the room because we'd done unholy acts. So she leaves. She's like, "Fucking Good Burger," and I'm like, "What do you mean? What did you just say about fucking good? What do you mean fucking Good Burger? This is Good Burger. Don't you diss my homies at the Good Burger."
Right.
And then I proceeded to nakedly watch Good Burger. I'm going to bed. Yeah.
Go to bed.
Good
You
meeting
probably
for
should.
that. We should hang against it.
Alright.
See ya.
Later. Alright. Well, on that note, I don't know if you're still here, Jay, but hello! And also goodbye! Because this is the end of the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, hope you had a relaxing stay, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.